All right.
All right, welcome to Last Talk number 120. I'm Gary. I'll be commentating today, joined alongside Menderbug.
My name's Menderbug. I'll be commentating today, joined alongside Gary.
I was about to start getting into a loop there. I was gonna say your name again, but I think that'd probably be great for the stream.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up the stream on my thing.
We got a nice bracket here today. We got Human Lime, hot off some good the Hungry Box qualifier performance and winning the previous Last Stock. Favorite to win today, but we also got second place, I believe, in Maya from last week.
Yeah, did Human Line got 7th at the Hungry Games? Fifth. Right, beat right. Lost to Cake for 5th. Unlucky. Unlucky. NT.
Can't blame him for that.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to see some top level Olympia play, because we still don't really get to see that much. I mean, it's just Human Lime, and
it was Ion, but
it's kind of it.
It was Ion. Yeah, I love some Olympia. I think played some Zedder as well just recently, so we'll see what we get today. Nice bracket. Speaking for us, we got a couple New England representatives for us. For Lay, I think there was another besides. We had some DQs.
I'm looking through. Nah.
I think we're good.
Let me see. No, I don't have a set. I think that I'm looking to see here. It's kind of whatever you pick.
All right.
Fire. Sounds good. Okay, yeah. Who is Merp New England? I thought Merp was
New England. Raster, that was the other one. So a little bit of bias from us, but don't worry about it. We'll be mostly unbiased.
We'll reel it in. We will reel it in. Thank you. Okay. So we have the generous people at Last Talk in our ears telling us our first set is going to be wood versus yellow. Yellow's already loaded up into the lobby. Oh, Aven Attorney. I used to fight this guy all the time on ranked, and then I think he leveled up and I didn't. Which is so gonna be so sad. Man. So sad. No, I used to fight this. I used to fight wood all the time on ranked. Yeah. At least I'm assuming. I've been kind of in the same spot for a while, so maybe they fell off, but probably not. Probably not. No, for sure. I can say, like, just based off memory, one of the more stylish players I've played on ranked.
Got a little more sauce?
For what it's worth. Yeah.
All right, we got Zedder Fleet for our first matchup of the day. This is a matchup I think is extremely interesting because
that's one
because I like at first I thought that Fleet beat Zedder, and Fleet got kind of gutted, and now it's sort of leveled out to the point where Fleet can it's one of the few characters that can actually, I think, punish Zedderburn's recovery very well, but Zedderburn can really blow up Fleet as he can with most of their characters.
I tend to think that the blowing up is gonna out-edge the gimping. Just given like the state I think Zedderburn is, and you'll be happy to know B-Bats, Mr. Billy Bats, thinks that this matchup is -17 unplayable for Fleet. So,
really?
Yeah, if that means anything, which may or may not. And I'm also looking to see because I'm gonna be just because I'm a nerd like that. I'm gonna be looking at the edge guards that Wood is able to hand out, because Fleet's recovery isn't that great, and Zedder's edge guarding is also not that great.
Especially against a high recovering opponent, there's not a ton you can do to stop that. And I think Fleet, despite having unsurprisingly one of the worst recoveries, but it's taken out pretty nicely. It was just a couple.
Do you know the counter to that? I'll tell you the counterplay to that double fair. You have to know that the first fair is going to sour spot and hold hard out. And
Wow.
if you don't know that, then you get hit by the second. And if it doesn't sour spot, then you die to the first one. So kind of like a GG's.
We were talking about the
angle.
blowing up earlier, and I think Wood is doing a pretty good job so far. Already got 60% and just bonus damage. And then hit up. Nice side B to get back onto stage, and a little too floaty to keep that combo going.
Okay. High recovery, edging it out. Little tricks, little twinkle toes, just missing the ledge there. Barely. Super
shine.
deep with the shine. Super duper deep. Not going to collect a punish on the high recovery. Tekk is going to struggle to get back themselves.
To get back to
This
stage.
is, we should be fine because the wind chime. Oh, beautiful pickup. Beautiful
Excellent
confirm.
combo. Put Wood in a pretty bad spot. Had to go up with the up B, but then that just set right up
Hey, it's how
for
it goes.
the chime. Then get up strong sometimes.
That is indeed how it goes. Those percents that are actually just like so. Like I was looking at after Yellow brought it to even stocks, there was 90% on the fleet, and okay, chill on that.
A little creative.
Chill on that. It's just fleet. Like the percent is such a big deal because Zetter, I don't think struggles to combo fleet even a little bit. That's kind of like the whole push and pull with the lighter floaties is like they get hit less, but they die earlier. But it really doesn't feel like Fleet gets hit less in this matchup. Feels like you're eating the same amount of damage and also just dying earlier. Yeah, oh man. Great DI out on that wave shine.
Wow, and the down strong is gonna do it. I thought the down throw didn't really lead him to confirm, able to get out of hit stun before hitting the ground, but then just the down strong is gonna do it.
It's a good move. It's underutilized, I think, especially.
I mean,
like,
it just gets overshadowed by up strong and F
For
strong
sure.
in a lot of
for
situations.
sure. But I was watching back some combo breaker, and Stango, one of his punishes of choice was down air down strong, because you can't because you got spiked by the down air, you can't floor hug or Tekk the first hit of the down strong. So it's just like sends at a really nice angle, just off the stage. As well as having a deceptive amount of range, a little bit of parry, getting the Nair strings going on as we work our way over to Rock Wall. I like this. This makes a lot of sense. Obviously,
Yeah,
I mean the bigger stage, small blast zone.
Bigger stage, I think. The thing about Zeta though, is those fair fairs are even more deadly because sometimes you DI out the sour hit and you might still end up dying. A little bit scary, but I definitely don't hate it. And finally, Yellow having an advantage in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, wait, no, I was in the wrong names. Wood's still in the lead.
Yeah. But just barely. Keeping it pretty even here. Looks like Yellow is more than comfortable maneuvering around this larger stage. I didn't think it was going to make too much of a difference at first, just because Zetterburn's so fast and would really like to getting all up in there, but
Really
I'm
haven't
being
seen either
proven wrong so
player
far.
get like more than 2 hits in a combo thus far. Maybe Yellow trying to turn it around, but no. Both players
No,
just
yeah. Yellow's playing
and then
super
it's
far
great.
back. Super far back, super non-committal. First forward air. Swing back, goes for a high recovery. Yeah. Very early KO.
Yeah, but that was all just very, very back and forth stock. Certainly the most we've seen. And now finally, these shine
Yeah,
back air combos are
like,
absurd.
straight
The
up.
Nair.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
down.
This character is
He's
insane. This
gonna
character
do
is
it.
ridiculous. You can't even make
It's
it
the
back
first
if you
game.
tried your damnedest.
It's the first game we're getting stuff like this.
Yeah, this is one of the pitfalls is just you let it slip a little bit and all of a sudden like has that Zetterburn's got that accelerated shovel for grave digging. Wow, what a
Lovely
recovery.
Katie flip to go
So
off stage
nice.
and then jump back. Really nice. But now on the other side of the stage, has to make it back. And the side Bs are going to do it. The lasers getting it done. Goes
yeah.
for another down B.
I gotta say, like, we might be writing this game off already, but it's living a little bit too long for Wood here. If you're gonna go to a stage like this, you gotta find a way to close it. That'll get the first
call
stock
out.
done for.
Yellow reading that Wood's not going to go to the ledge. Oh, a lovely parry, though. Could spell disaster for Yellow. Still alive. Still managing to avoid the shines. No.
So scary, even on a stage with as high a ceiling as this one. Okay, with tricky side B coming back in. Yellow's not giving up just yet. Gonna make it happen. Wood in the corner. Trading positions. I actually do love a lot of these side Bs that Yellow's going for here.
Doing a good job
really-
zoning out, but
really
then
nice.
that just off the top's going to sweet spot up there. Is this BO3 or 5?
I want to say it's BO3. It's probably
The
yeah.
BO3s.
Best of
We
3
got
until top 8.
Wood's gonna take the first set in a convincing fashion, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, there were definitely signs of hope. I think in the second game, for sure. I think the stage counter pick worked out, but the adaptations came in for Wood to be able to not only find the openings a little easier, but really juice them, especially on that second stock. So, GG's all
Definitely.
around for that one.
Pretty good stuff from Yellow as well. Certainly no slouch. Could make it a little bit in the losers bracket. We'll have to wait and see on that one though. It seemed like what you said was right. Yeah, the blowing up of the fleet was a lot more potent than the potential edge guards. We didn't get to see very much. There's some nice recoveries from Wood.
No, there were some very, very nice recoveries. It's just that like gimping Zetterburn or edge guarding Zetterburn requires him to be off stage first, which is a condition that does not have to be met for Zetterburn to blow up fleet. You know, it's just kind of like you can blow, like we're seeing these stocks being taken center stage on Rockwall.
Center stage off the top on Rockwall.
Yeah. So it's really just like the conditions. It's a lot easier, I think, for Zetterburn to find his win conditions in that matchup. Although Fleet is back, if you didn't know.
Fleet pretty back.
Okay.
We're just gonna be waiting for the next game. Yeah, Fleet is back. Ebat's getting second in combo breaker, taking a set off Cake. We don't need to talk about how Grands went.
We don't. No, we don't.
Mystery Soul's been doing well.
Mystery Soul has
been
been
the
doing
last
well.
thing they played in, but it was. Yeah, I love watching Mystery Soul's Fleet.
I was listening to Mystery Soul and Rangunchu talk about how Fleet Claren is actually even.
Yeah, the tides have turned on that matchup.
Straight up even now. It's just how it goes. Put a little nerfs here, a little buffs there, and
yeah, I think it's changed the way her playstyle in some slight ways that I think makes her a little bit stronger into Claren. A matchup that I think a lot of people, myself included, had written off for a decent bit of time.
I don't know. I don't remember if I wrote it off. I think I was always coping because I'm a Claren player, and I would like lose to fleets and feel bad. But it's definitely like people have in general gotten a lot better at edge guarding Claren, and that's one of the things that Fleet does naturally really well anyways. So it just kind of makes this really skewed thing of Claren gets nared center stage at 10%. It's like, you're probably getting carried off stage and dying.
And just what frame's there again?
3.
Frame of 3.
Yeah, it's 3. I hate those moves that like the omnidirectional moves out of shield, where it's like you can't cross up their shield for swag factor for anything, like shine out of shield or like fleet and air out of shield. It's just so fast and hits on both sides, and the reward is so high. And it's like it's my fault. I have a sword. I'm not supposed to get up all in there, but still, it's just kind of like, damn, you know. Maybe even Orcane there, but Orcane kind of fell off.
Orcane has kind of fallen off, but I mean, I'm an Orcane believer. Where this tournament put on by an Orcane main as well, so don't be careful what you say here. But I think Orcane's good. It's just a secret right now.
Yeah, it was dude, Revelo. How did the number? I was just gonna call him Revelo, but how do the numbers go in his tag? Is it 1-2-2-1?
2-1-1-1. I think 2-1-1-2.
Okay. Revelo was trying to bribe some New England TOs to enter the New England Arcadian, which is happening this Sunday at 7 p.m. To enter with
it's for players who aren't PR'd in New England.
Yeah, which Revelo is.
Very much so.
And Revelo wanted to enter on Orcane with no jump bound, and I was laughed off for thinking that I think he would still win that tournament.
No jump is crazy,
dude, but Orcane doesn't need it. Orcane doesn't need it.
He does a little
'Cause
bit.
you can still jump. Okay, you can still jump from ledge because I think you just have to hold up to jump. This is a crazy fucking tag. What the hell? What am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Just to clarify, who do we got here? Because I'm not seeing a 9/11 themed birthday party on the start. GG.
Okay.
Akali Dragonlord we got.
Akali Dragonlord for winners round 3.
Speaking of Arcane.
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't think it's dude. I don't know. No jump. No jump's kind of crazy. But
Can't
wait,
work a
actually,
hop.
maybe can't wave dash. Never mind. I changed my mind.
Ooh.
He would lose. In my mind, he just had his stake grounded, and he was like wave dashing and like tilting all over the place. In which case, I think he could win. But no jump. You're right. Kind of crazy. My bad.
All right, we got
This is
Arcane Rano, battle of the water types.
The water elementals. This is a fire matchup. IMO.
This will be
Because I
interesting.
think like both of these characters, like I don't know, how do you think Rano gets comboed by Orcane in your experience? So in my
It's a
head, I
good
want to say
question.
not very well.
Not particularly. I think kind of like ironically, Orcane. Well, maybe not ironically. I think Orcane does well against floaties and fast fallers, and I think Rano's a little bit awkward. I haven't played against too many Ranos with Orcane. A lot more, honestly, recently since switching to Maple.
No, yeah,
We'll see.
It's like this floaty-ish, like sort of mid-weight that makes like I know for Claren, comboing really nice, but it doesn't look like combos are going to be the main story of this set.
Yeah, I think really Akali's going to be wanting to try and get a lot out of the edge guards. Orcane has phenomenal tools just for rinse and repeating, interrupting things like the down B, going for the tongue on the bubble for Rano. So we can see that come into play quite a bit. And here we go, that F strong. Send him off, and then it's
yeah,
exactly
just
what I'm
going
talking
out
about.
for it. Yep. Very nice.
You're
from
standing still, you're just
Akali.
leaving yourself out in the open.
If you're Dragonlord, you just kind of gotta react. You just kind of gotta be aware for that. But hopefully that was a learning moment, something to look out for later on in the set. Some good percent on the whale, so it's not the end of the world. But Akali's really racking it up here. Let's see what we can make out of this edge guard, and nothing because
I love
instant
that.
teleport from anywhere.
Knowing that it was just on the other side of the stage, that was a free teleport, no punish to be had, and a lovely little... Oh, that's gonna kill! The Hydra playing up strong just does it. Now we got a 2-stock lead for Akali.
Okay. Gonna be in the bubble for quite some time here. Can't really make the most of it. Invincible ledge dash is so strong for Orcane. And here we go. When you get down thrown onto the puddle, it's bad news bears. I don't know what you really meant to do in that situation. Keeping the string going. Is that gonna do it? Oh my god, that came closely close to killing.
I
oh.
wanted to see if Akali maybe grab ledge there and threaten some nairs, but I don't think it's even gonna matter.
That'll do it. That's a dominant.
3-stock to start. Very good stuff. Yeah, the combos weren't really an issue.
No, you're right.
Managed to chain things together very nicely.
Yeah, Orcane is probably the best character in terms of like range of edge guarding you can go for, because the puddle you can teleport it from anywhere. So it's something that Rano gets edge guarded really hard off the side by characters that can go that deep, and Orcane, he can go the deepest. So
he can go the deepest,
really
and he can also just get back with side Bs to ledge, or even just the Orca hop. You can go so far and just drift back to ledge, just keep resetting. And I don't mind the pick here at all to rock wall. Certainly not a bad Orcane stage, but oh no, just holding the shield. Oh, this is the punish.
Oh, that puddle took the double jump. Yo, the little droplet, it sniped the double jump. That is so sad. That is crazy. Yeah, it looks like Akali is just gonna run circles around this one.
You want to be showing. I mean, we need some serious resilience from Dragonlord at this point. That's not how you really want things to go. Nice recovery. Didn't even give Dragonlord a chance to put out any kind of edge guard. Hopefully not too shook after that game. After that stock.
Not. Yeah, that fair back to stage. Very strong, especially coupled with the empowered F strong. Let's see if we can get a conversion going here. Is aware of the fair and actually dashes back to try to cover it, but
good spot.
It's just not enough. A really quality move. Oh man, remember when that dash? Remember that ledge get up was invincible the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Not
crazy.
really making much of a difference when you get hit by the first one and just sent all the
No,
way back
for sure. For
into
sure.
the into the void, down to the forest below.
Okay. Yeah, this is Dragonlord's being put on a poster right now. I'll
Yeah,
just
I
say
think
just say
Arcane has a very overwhelming advantage state,
Mhm.
especially in the hands of someone like Akali, who's just
Mhm.
going bananas, if you will.
Yeah, and
I don't use that term lightly.
no, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, especially like I think Arcane's reversals are also really strong, and then of course like converted into the advantage state. That's a nice kill. I'll say it. That's a nice kill. Let's see what else we can get going here. Okay, special pummel.
Yeah, special pummel, it might not matter too much. Already down to just one poison stack, make that 0. Oh, and a lovely floor hug into the
Gonna do
down,
it.
and
Yeah,
that's just gonna kill with us.
off
Sweet spot
the
up there.
top. Off the top.
Dominant stuff from Akali.
2-0 and a handshake. Yeah, Arcane really, really bullies players that are ill-prepared for the reversals, like those forward airs back to stage, like the invincible ledge dash into the best jab and down tilt in the game, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, wow, that I mean, yeah,
Well,
completely
really good
dominant.
stuff. I look forward to seeing what Akali's gonna do in the rest of this bracket. Let's move on to another game here.
Let me see. I'm trying to see the status. See what we got going on. Monocle Gentle Sir, staying strong. 2-0 in
Is it
round
round
1. Okay.
That's good. All right, so now we're waiting on Human Line to check in to potentially play that game on stream. If not, we'll just be holding on for a second. I wish there was a bit more to
Yeah.
talk about the previous game, other than just gushing over Akali's advantage and edge guarding. But it was just a very dominant showing.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the thing about, I think, Arcane's unique niche in the meta is like really, really strong character that I think maybe a majority of players aren't expecting to run into in a bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily saying that is what happened, but definitely a character that you run into and you're like, oh, dude, I don't remember when the last time I played an Arcane was. Right, like I actually just don't remember. And then like you just get destroyed. You get destroyed. So it's kind of how it goes. I'm excited to see Akali moving on into the bracket. Maybe even matching up against the one and only Monocle Gentle Sir, if he can prevail in this round 2 set. So yeah. Oh yeah, waiting on Human Lime. I really want to see Human Lime play. I want to see the exact set we just saw, but with Olympia, but with a top 3 character instead of Arcane.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Arcane's secretly top 3.
Come on, there's no secret Arcane top 3. I will not tolerate that agenda.
All right, we'll just wait a little bit and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think we talked about how Arcanes are like a little more uncommon, but I think in this tournament series specifically, we see quite a few Arcanes. I know Remren's won multiple of these brackets before. Not in today's, unfortunately. Yeah, very sick Arcane player. A lot of great clips on Twitter.
Remren is so sick.
See?
It's absolutely so
Like,
sick.
I would love to see some Human Lime Olympia.
Oh yeah,
I think
I would love it. When you have a player of Human Line's caliber, sometimes I love when they enter like these free Wi-Fi weeklies and then go like a tertiary. Like I saw at like the start of the game, Rangunchu like giga sweep through a bracket playing Loxodont. So fire. And I think there was another one like in a New England bracket. What was the damn? Huh.
I think Rangunchu won a Monday night ROA the East Coast.
Zetter?
With Zetter,
Yeah. That's ringing the bell. I remember that. I remember watching that. Yeah.
Tend to flex their secondaries or tertiaries. I think that's something pretty cool about this game is that the barrier to entry on any given character, like I mean like entry, the skill floor is not nearly as high as a game like Melee, so people can afford to play
low?
secondaries. Yeah.
It's not as low. Yeah.
No, not as. It doesn't take as much to. I don't know. It's not as hard to start to have secondaries. You're not sacrificing
it's easier to
as
play
much.
other characters. Yeah.
Which is
Versus like, if you're like a mid to high level Melee player and you want to pick up a secondary for a matchup, it can potentially take several years to get it to like the level that you want. Like get ready to not know how to wave dash, like straight up. I know you're right. That is one of the great things about this game, amongst other things. It's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen. I think that maybe go a little too far with maybe some players like Cake Assault playing Zetter and Forsburn and Fleet in one bracket.
I don't even think so. I don't even think so. I think. But I'm thinking about Marlin too, right? You got to think about Marlin.
Marlin's like two characters.
Raster, Orcane, Maple. He's a self-described Maple main. Still.
I've not seen his Maple in a major since Champ of the Beta. I think it's been only Orcane or Raster. Usually only one per tournament.
Right. It's been since Champ of the Beta. Forgot that tournament happened.
That was a banger.
That's crazy. I was a fire tournament.
When Envy got top 3. And
oh my god! Oh, don't get me thinking about Envy. Oh man, I miss Envy. Envy, come back.
All right, Human Lime
please.
Did DQ unfortunately. Maybe we'll be back for losers sides potentially, but we got Unity versus Ryukaju.
Unity versus Ryukaju. I hope this is if I'm looking at their profiles and they're looking back at me, both of those profile pictures. I hope that it's a Clarin.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope it's a Fleet Clarin, but Unity's locked the Fleet. So maybe it's a role reversal. Looks like maybe some ping issues potentially. Might get resolved here.
I want to get a different server.
We'll see how that goes.
Could be the play.
We know we're at least getting the Fleet.
Well, maybe we don't know that. It's not locked in, and it's on the default skin, so maybe it was just hovering, you know? Maybe. Cope. That's such cope. Let me see. No, Fleet's hype. I hope we get to see.
Yeah, I'm a Fleet enjoyer. Maybe that's unpopular. Well, it's definitely not unpopular. There's a lot of Fleet fans out there. But in terms of like playing against, I do not mind playing against Fleet.
Is it wrong of me to say I'm still sick of watching Fleet from the fucking the Fleet meta?
Yeah.
The like
there was a lot of them. Fleet
like don't park on the grass, like that era of half of top 8 being Fleet.
Cake sweeping every other tournament without dropping a game on the Fleet.
Yeah, but it was like Cake and B-Bats and Mystery Soul and Keeb and freaking I don't know, that's all I know. It's just them 4, honestly. It was honestly just them 4 making it happen.
It was a very good character and is now making a comeback. I don't blame you.
I need to adapt.
For getting burnt down in the Fleet, but me personally, I was just excited to see her back after she got absolutely gutted, turned into a fur coat.
Yeah.
Especially in the hands of players like Mystery Soul, with so much sauce between just the movement of the edge cancels, but also just the way he runs his combos. And it looks like we're gonna be getting a Fleet Ditto.
Okay. My bad for speaking then.
Get ready to learn Fleet, buddy.
Yeah, get ready to learn Fleet, buddy. Wow, the 70 ping Fleet Ditto. This is gonna be legendary. This might be sent of the tournament. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're getting that insider info that this is a Hawaii to East Coast set.
This will be exciting.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh, we gotta get a little edge cancel to start. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. We got Tekka free Kaju. I'm probably just gonna say Tekka from now on the Abyssal skin, Unity on the Husky skin, I believe.
Yeah.
In the blue. We have to a very even start though so far. Lovely zoning stuff from you, Kaju.
What's going on here? A lot of arrows being exchanged in the center stage. I will say that. A lot of dash back in with these aerials going on. I don't blame them. That's what the character was made to do.
Already now I've seen Tekka go for side B upwards and then do a forward strong just to like kind of zone out the area. I want to see what the adaptation is from Unity because you can't really approach from the air against that. You gotta try and look for a parry or something to get in a little closer.
Yeah, lest you want to approach also with a hitbox, which it's not the move in this matchup. Not even a little bit. Okay, Unity. And some hits in. This is a vulnerable position on the tech chase. Dashes under the special getup.
Yeah, a little short hop with the float in air. I saw this from Unity. And now we're pretty much even. In center stage.
This first stock is going to be a big deal here.
Yeah.
Unity is cornered, making the way back. With the F tilt, missing the turnaround ledge dash. This is spaghetti all over the place. See the recoveries. We're just zoning out with the back airs. Because next hit, next up air, next back air will be death. Oh, there it is. Tekka draws a first blood in this set, and it only took 100 seconds.
The first ever Rivals game to go to top. Oh wow,
I mean, I guess it's a thing, but like, wow, on floaties, wow. Okay. Yeah, evening it back up, like you say. Sabi's making it happen. Looks like a lot of the neutral. I love this stage for this matchup, by the way. This is like, it's kind of like, what's it called? God, I'm gonna get grilled for this word evading me. The like art where you have to choose what it means.
What?
Or abstract. It's like abstract art. Yeah.
Abstract?
I forgot the word abstract. My bad. That's my bad. But this is very abstract gameplay because they can just kind of like with the float and the aerials and the specials, you can kind of go wherever you want all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wow, I was not.
That was an early kill. Yeah.
Questionable DI, perhaps. Even the drift afterwards, maybe. I thought they were out of hits then at that point. No matter. I think you're right though. This stage, it's got the open in the middle means there's kind of no man's land where the two are just kind of dancing around, but the platforms do offer the potential for some shenanigans with Fleet's movement, but we haven't seen terribly much of it this game.
No, you're right. This is suboptimal. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, and the platform's up so high, it gives the opportunity to refresh resources up there if you so choose, which means it's never like a commitment to be all the way up there, even though we don't see people go into those plats like that much. Okay, and then they dance around each other so beautifully with the air mobility and the floats with the aerials. It is kind of like a dance.
They're just trading steps back and forth. Could this be the thing to even up the stocks? No, able to get back to ledges. Tekka. Now even the reversal potentially. Oh, side B gets caught out. Doesn't quite time to parry right. And now left at F strong to finally even things up. Only 40% tech taken within possibility.
Turn to 64. That's kind of a big deal when you're as light as this and as close to the blast zone as Unity is right now. Can't get a hold on it. Tekk is keeping the pressure up, keeping it going.
There. Trying to get back to stage.
Like the fair, you're right, but the anti-air is right there to meet it. Going for a bit of a parry. You're like great observation earlier. A lot of upward angle side B to sort of set the stage for what's going on here. Unfortunate DI caught on the back air, but Tekka was in like solid control of that entire last stock. So that's nice to see.
A pretty close game one between these two very distant fleets from one another.
No, it is kind of poetic, isn't it? They're like 4,000 miles away on planet Earth, and they're 4,000 miles away from each other on the stage too. It's very nice. Yeah, this is a good stage. This is what I was looking to see. The blast zones are going to be a little bit bigger on this stage. Wait, is that blatant misinformation? Wait, call me out if that's blatant misinformation. I just kind of felt like it was true.
I don't actually know. I know it's the third smallest stage in the game. I will see how much that comes into play. I can't recall exactly what the blast zone situation is on Jules Vale, but we're getting a good combo here for Unity. Wanted to answer back from last game after Tekk took it.
Tekk took it. On God. Okay. Up throw mix, making it happen. A little bit of percent deficit. Unity has kind of a lead, and as I've been like saying this sentence out loud, the lead is becoming smaller. Oh, I love that. That turnaround grab. Really, really nice.
Not gonna do it.
Not even gonna connect, barely gonna miss the mark, just running all the way through. Now we're at the point in the set where the players are going for these insane W key callouts where they just take all that space. Oh, that side B barely clipped Unity here, now has to make it back. That's a tough recovery to manage. Oh, will live though. The punish. Okay.
That's the second time that's happened this game, where the get-up's broken the tornado, but not gonna make much of a difference.
Okay. Unity down, certainly not out a down tilt in a sizable angle. So jumping around, playing that game of tag with the back air, and Tekk gets an opening. It's gonna make it count. That's a juicy 40% so far. Reverse nair off the left side will do it.
It is such a powerful move for how fast it is. It is such a valuable tool. Oh, this edge guard could be dangerous. Able to avoid it with the special get up and tag. But it just gets sent right back to Unity. Now off on the other side of the stage. Nice reverse down B to get back to things.
Okay. Bold forward air to contest the platform. And he's got to put some damage on the board here. I don't think these arrows far away are going to cut it. But then again, it's going to get punished for diving in with that dash attack and the down air, anti-aired. Masterfully misses the ledge dash. That will almost do it off the side. Lives to see another day, but just doesn't have the resources to make it back there.
I got cut out. I'm liking the ledge cancel attempts from Tekk. Maybe knowing a stock up, affording a little bit of freedom, but I don't know. We've seen the rack up some good damage before, but also I think Tekk has been fairly controlled since the beginning of this game.
I would agree with that, and the control is still in Tekk's favor here, sort of boxing out in the center of the stage.
Nice down air find.
So often, okay, we live, but it's not comfortable. Missing the parry timing on the forward strong, and now Unity's got a little bit of momentum here, landing on the shield with the grab. Oh, what a great parry. Counter the
this
dive
is the down tilt punish, has to go for the grab and not exactly getting what I think.
Oh,
what?
Unfortunately.
And now we got like one stock
apiece. Down, yeah. One stock apiece, probably just held down. The wind chime gonna charge the get up as to not get hit, but it's still gonna get clipped. It's a great up tilt into the back air. We're carrying off down air, misses the mark due to the air dodge. This is little bit of momentum for Unity here.
Yeah, here we go.
Not, oh, catches the DI, trying to drift right to avoid the back air. Dare I say, could be some heavy stuff going on there.
Potentially, certainly a little less time to react to everything. And we're gonna get a game 3 for this Fleet Ditto rather. What stages are we gonna get
Fire
here?
Capital? Rock Wall? Ooh.
Dojo. I like that a lot. The closer blast zones on the stage, as well as having the platform options for movement, and the, like you were mentioning on Merchant Port, the high being able to refresh your resources high. But right away, Tekk a little bit upset about the DI on the last game, wants to just get right back into things, and is doing just that.
Absolutely, keeping it pushing. The pressure is unrelenting right now, especially with the downers up the side. Okay, I don't know what's going on there.
It hits the parry just for fun.
I mean, Unity's got to be lucky that he lived that one.
I was really not expecting that. That F-Strong had so much charge on it. But I guess a little too low, not quite the right angle. Now sent so far on the right.
Oh, nice, lovely back air to contest the hitbox there. Tekk on the nair. We've got nairs on nairs on nairs.
slow movement there with the float, just to avoid whatever Unity is sending their way. Oh, and a lovely
instant
parry
parry.
too.
Ooh,
Tekka is
second
locked in right now. But can they
That-
close this out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Flipped by the up B. Special off the top side, be back air. The confirm does not hit. You have the platforms there to safety with the Tekk back air off the side. Oh my god, that up B was actually a little bit close to hitting there. And wow, so many times where these players are just getting caught off with some like random DI, just getting blown up by like a forward tilt or something.
Tekka is teasing me with the up B ledge cancels at the start of stocks and then not really incorporating them. You know, it's good. You gotta get the practice in, gotta style in the while your opponent's respawning. But I want to see it. I want to see it in
It's
actual
not
game.
like, oh, back air's gonna blow up. It's less of a style thing, I think, and more of like making yourself hard to predict / hit while they have intangibility.
But it's like a little bit of style.
No, it is
Like, come on.
stylish, but I don't think it's not like a style force sort of thing. Retreating, taking center stage. Tekka called out on the jump. Misses the parry actually on the wind chime as well.
Unity now in the lead.
Yeah, has a little bit of fight left in him here. So the grab. This is such a wow. F tilts through the arrow. God, there's so many layers on layers. They're all these characters always flipping, dashing all the way through. Projectiles are flying.
Here we go.
Okay,
A lot of buttons being
offstage
pressed.
situation. A lot of buttons
Just
being
trading
pressed.
back and forth,
So
trying to
many
poke
visual
and zone
effects
each other.
on the screen. Oh, can't get the grab to connect there. Very hard to react with the ping differential here. Okay. Tekk chase. I don't even know how that F-Strong didn't hit. I think it hit the floor or whatever.
Oh, that one will. Unity now in the lead.
Nice kill.
Take on their last stock of the winner's side, no pun intended.
Okay. Okay. No jump
nice
here.
down strong. I don't think that's
there's
recoverable.
just no way to make it back. There's no way to make it back. Not without your double jump. And we have got pretty much a dead even game. Last stock. Game 3, winner moves on. Oh, the call out with the forward
read.
stock and the chime to boot, but trading places is the chime.
And you know that was a read too because of the ping. That's not reactable.
Yeah, that is one of the hardest of
And the
reads.
parry.
So good with the
Here we
parries.
go.
Tekka time and time again with the parries now has Unity on the ropes. The back air gonna put in such this uncomfortable state that I don't think that's recoverable. Too
Very
low
nice.
for Unity. Tekka moves on. A barn burner game 3. Wonderful.
Those last two games those last two stocks rather were extremely nice from Tekka. Very, very clean stuff to close out that series. Interesting one. You don't see the Fleet Duo or the Fleet Ditto too often anymore. And as we move on, we got Wood versus Sapphire, GD or G. I thought it was GD, GMD. We got Zetter Ditto, I believe, for this one. Yeah, do you want to hop in for me real quick? Yeah. We got a lovely treat. The one and only Matthew Noyd, TO of the Last Stock series, will be filling in for me for this game. Which is good because it's hot in my room because I need to close the windows or else you will hear a lot of frogs outside. It's not a joke. There's a lot of frogs outside my window. Oh, okay. Well, Lenderbug's internet just DC'd, so I guess we'll have Noyd in instead for him. Unfortunate. That's no worries. We got the Zetter Ditto as predicted. Welcome.
Sweet. Okay, so now stream can hear me. Stream, let me know. Chat, let me know how my audio sounds. If we're all good. But yeah, this is kicking off our winners quarterfinals. Both these players, they compete a lot in these brackets, so I'm pretty familiar with them. I would normally give the edge to Aven Attorney. However, they're both like phenomenal players.
Yeah,
you have a lot
I
of
think
experience with like Zetterburn Dittos.
I mean, there's been a lot of Zetterburn to watch as of late, so I think I've got pretty familiar at this point with the matchup.
He's super.
And I really love this stage for it in particular. The close blast zones and the not a lot of area on the actual stage means it's just like trading advantage states back and forth.
Yeah, it's a super like quick-paced matchup, and like the stage is like quick-paced as well. So definitely a very exciting watch. I know that Aven Attorney does a lot of clip montages too, so I'm very familiar with like his advantage state. Like he has a very explosive player, taking stock super fast.
Yep, but there we go. Finally, just the raw up strong gonna do it. No shine, no back air, nothing needed to set things up.
And what's crazy is like Zetter has so many like safe ways to like connect into that raw up strong, or just like, you know,
Oh yeah,
it's such a great move. Yeah, Sapphire is really good. I'm seeing chat talk about them.
I think
They're
I've seen
such a great player.
clips
I see them.
on the final.
Yeah, I see them enter like a lot of like Wi-Fi brackets. So it's super cool to see players on that grind and then like see results from it. I feel like
Nice
sometimes-
mix up with the up B to avoid the F strong. I was a little
those
worried
little
when
mix-ups
the
are,
down B
so
cancel
risky.
didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, turned out quite well this time. Oh, the shines!
Those shine cancels are crazy. Every single time I see them, I'm like, that can't be real. And then it happens to me, and I'm like, ah, that's real.
Yep. Oh, the
man,
shine
it's a
spike!
crazy gimp.
Really nice. Now puts Aven Attorney Wood in the lead.
Yeah, he was definitely behind by a little bit, but
See how much percent they can garner off this. Not gonna
Yeah, I
die. The
feel like,
blast zone's a little too high up the top.
the extra credit here is super important in this matchup because it's so explosive that it's like once you're at 50, like a confirm
Yeah.
can kind of start to take your stock.
Now you're
Scary in that
potentially one neutral interaction away from losing instead of the normal two for Zetterberg.
Yeah. Would
Here,
might take it
this
right
might be the
here,
last
though.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Sapphire's able to sneak out. Oh. Ah man, I saw that
That was
back air
nice.
connect and I was like, ah, that's it.
Yeah, it was
That platform
potential.
was
The pairs
clutch.
not connecting for either player. This thing's getting pretty intense. The no tech chase able to happen. Nice shine out of shield, or shine on the shield rather.
Oh man,
Keep
such a tense
continuing
like.
this.
Well, it's not even last stock. Yeah, Wood's got a
No,
big lead here. That extra credit's going a long way for him.
20%.
Is that it?
Sweet spot
Ah,
fair. Yeah,
Yeah, such a good move.
I know
they
holding
kinda,
enough,
like-
and on the stage like this, it is tricky.
Yeah. I know they moved around that hitbox, but it still feels like so consistent and strong, which it probably
Yeah,
should.
I think
Neat move.
all they really did was just make the reverse hit a little harder to connect, in my opinion. It didn't do much to affect the actual bounce of the move. But I know online the devs have talked about some Zetter nerfs that they have been trying out that just weren't quite ready. We might get in the June patch, but Aven Attorney up the first game rather.
Do you know what those notes were? Like, I heard some people speculating what they might have been.
I hadn't heard any speculation. Just saw the note board from SSB.
I heard that they were gonna make it to where,
Yes,
and
rather.
this is all that I heard. I didn't get a confirmation, but they were gonna make it to where you can't jump cancel shine unless it connects,
Really?
and that like felt really bad. So they're like, we got to go back to the drawing board on this. one.
Yeah, I can't imagine
like
that
a-
being popular for the community.
Yeah, getting back to the game though, that was a crazy confirm that
Yep.
jump
Yeah,
shine
this-
up strong.
Small blast downs on the stage allow those
Yeah.
upstrongs to kill ridiculously early.
I feel like this stage is like kind of deceptive because it's like pretty sizable, you know, but those top blast zones are teeny tiny. Whoa, this is crazy. Those
Oh,
moves
those
are
back and forth wave shines were disgusting.
Yeah. As I was saying, Wood is definitely known for their like clips, you know. So seeing him
Mhm.
like land these in bracket where it's like sometimes you see those like montages right and you're like, okay, like this can't be on a great player, and then you see it in bracket and you're like, whoa, this is on a great player, you know.
Yeah,
Wood is just that good. But
definitely
Sapphire
changes
kind
the
of bringing this back to a closer match, it looks like.
the pair to reset things. Maybe get a little ambitious with that one.
Yeah. Parry's like so risky in this game. It feels like it's like, I'll click parry and try to make something happen, but if it doesn't
Yeah,
happen,
especially-
you're kinda up a creek.
There we go again. Shine up strong on the same platform as
Yeah.
that first stock. Yeah, the
I've
parries,
never seen
especially
that.
online, can be tricky to land
Yeah.
consistently. You have to predict a little bit, and that can really leave you vulnerable to a combo. And against a character like Zetterburn, you really don't want to run that risk.
No, of course not. I feel like that combo tree is so big for Zetter, where it's like you get hit once and you're at like 60, you know, and then you're dead.
Whoa, a lively
Oh,
attempt there
there's
from
parry.
Wood on the down B, doing a little pity flip to get off the top plat, and gets low. This is something... You guys are caught out by the F strong, but Zetterburn has a deceptively extremely good recovery on a stage like this, especially the platforms give him a lot of mix-ups. He can down B to get his jump back and recover low. He's got tons of options here.
Yeah,
and
I love that Tekk so much, being able to do the down B, go real low, and then get an extra jump. Such
it's
a cool
it's very, very powerful. But here
Oh,
we
man,
go
we're
on the
gonna
same
see another
platform
one
as the
of those.
first dodge.
Yeah. There we
It
go.
doesn't even
That's
need the
strong
platform.
through. Yeah,
And that's a
such strong,
2-0?
Yeah. And now
Wow.
we're moving into our top 8 territory, so the next sets will all be best of 5. We will be waiting a little bit for our next set coming up here.
And we got
So,
Menderbugs back in the other VC. Internet reconnected if you want to
Sweet, yeah.
drag them in.
If you want to swap out with them, that works.
Yeah. Do that and you go and cast the next
Hey,
one.
how's it going? Yeah.
Yo,
Welcome back.
Sure. By the way, both of our casters are from the Wrong Tree Esports channel. If y'all want to plug it really fast, y'all can let the chat know. I'll put a link to them in chat if y'all want to go and check them out.
We make a lot of analysis videos.
we make a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, most of the stuff we do at your
occasionally make
show.
analysis goes, yeah.
After every patch, we do the dashback recapping all the big, and some of the smaller events happening to keep you up to date on like players you want to look out for that are potentially up and coming. Like I don't know, Sophilo at the last the HBox thing. We spent basically the whole previous episode before that gassing her up, and then she got second. So we're nowhere basically is what I'm
and
trying to say.
Vibe. 3 months ago, I was gassing up Vibe, talking about his gameplay. He got a third at Combo Breaker. So
yeah, Vibe
if you want to be a knower, tune into the Dashback the first and third Thursday of every month. That's just the Thursday after all the patches. So we talk about everything. We're kind of like Cast or Curse, but like
But worse.
sexier.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what we're going with. Okay.
I'll hold my opinion on that.
Okay.
We're caster crews, but like, what rank are you? Are you diamond or are you plat again?
I'm plat again. You got me.
I'm in that awkward spot where I kind of jump around. Like I'll be like mid diamond one day, I'll be mid plat the next day.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on? Like I'll have a 10-game win
yeah.
streak and then a 10-game loss streak. You know.
Yeah,
I get
that's
that
how
for
it
sure.
goes.
Remind me what characters you guys made.
I play Claren.
Claren, gotcha.
Anybody plays Claren. I've been cycling through. I played Edalist in Rivals 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started Arcane in the beta until like the start of the year, and then I played Forsburn, who's currently my most played. But now I'm on my Maple era, and then I want to start learning Rano as well, just to like get the basics of all the characters. I'm not too concerned with reaching a particularly high level with any individual at the moment.
Yeah, I get you. I feel like this game, like, it is set up very well to have like a very long lifespan, right? I could see this game going for like 8-9 years, right? So I'm not really in a rush either to like hit that top level. You know, I'm gonna have time to get there, kind of enjoy the process. You know. So,
yeah.
I think Rivals 1 shows that like they started from not very much and they went 10 years in that game, and now Rivals 2 is the biggest the scene has really ever been. So I'm very excited to look to the future of this game.
Yeah, I think it's sick. I think the next Smash game probably won't be super competitively focused. So I do think that Rivals will have like a bigger impact as it grows, and then the next Smash game drops, and maybe some Smash players from Ultimate come back over to Rivals.
Yeah.
After that, I can only cross my fingers.
Spargo.
Spargo, please, Spargo, please. He's been tweeting about how he's like he said he's accomplished everything he's wanted to accomplish in alt, which is rank 1 and winning a major in the 3 major regions.
Yeah,
so
he won a
planet. Yeah,
Spargo, please.
So awesome.
The streets have known about Spargo's plant. He used to go plant in coin boxes like 2 years ago. So it was like,
see, I have a friend that makes plant. He'd always send me like Spargo plant clips. He'd be like, "See, the character's good." I was like,
"Good, good."
But
I don't know. Good.
What are y'all thinking about the speaking of like skill or like character viability? What are y'all thinking about the like Rivals 2 roster right now? Like, does any character seem like really strong or like really weak to y'all?
I've got 2 that I think are really strong, which would be Zetter and Rano. Gotcha. But I don't think it's to the point where they're unbeatable. I mean, that's what we see. We Marlon winning with Raster on full stream, getting third with Edalis. Like what? So I think we're at a pretty good spot balance wise, all things considered.
Yeah, no, I do agree.
No, Metabug, what do you think about Zetterburn?
What I think about Zetterburn, dude, I was actually looking back through like one of our dashbacks in January. I was talking about how slowly but surely the Zetterburn meta is upon us. Like they aren't going to nerf this character in a meaningful way. More and more people are going to optimize the character. I just thought I've thought Zetterburn was really broken since January after Crag and Fleet got nerfed in December and the dust kind of settled. I was like, it's just a Zetterburn world and we're all just living in it. And I honestly, I'm fine with that. It's chill. But I called it in January. We're living through it. There will be more nerfs on the way, but like
I think months ahead of time.
Oh yeah, Zetterburn. He's honestly, I think it's hard to say. Zetterburn, I think, is a better character than Rano, but I think he's more beatable than Rano.
Interesting.
If that makes sense, which you're forgiven if it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me. So, just kind of how it goes. Yeah.
No, for sure.
And in terms of like the bottom side of the cast, it did just
nerf Locks.
What'd you say?
They did just nerf Locks. I was just
I think Locks is pretty clearly bottom one at this point in time, but it's more like what's up?
I've been like playing like a lot of Loxodon, and he's like really fun to play. Like I don't know like how good
he's
he
super
is.
Fun.
Because I'm mainly just casual, but like sometimes I play Lox and I'm like, whoa, I'm doing stuff with Lox that I cannot do with Arcane.
I think he's fun and he's pretty easy, all things considered.
Yeah.
No, he's incredibly easy.
Very gentle.
And this is like the problem I think with Lox is like he has like 4 moves. You know, he has jab, forward tilt,
up throw.
and then it kind of like up throw, and then it kind of falls off from there. So I think he's not like bad. I just think he doesn't have a lot going on, especially after they took away the tusks, which was like easily his most like bullshit cheese was up throw tusk at freaking 70 and you die.
Yeah, that was a bit crazy. Yeah, I think insane.
So that's what I'm thinking. But a lot of like, I want to cap off this thought really quick. Is like the lower side of this tier list is kind of just result drought. Like people who say that like Fleet, Arcane, Edalis, Locks, like these characters aren't bad. They just aren't winning tournaments. I think that's kind of what people are going to think about the meta for a long time.
I think that this is something I do want to cover like in a video soon, so you can look out for that. But I think a lot of characters like are very standard in this game right now, like Rano, Maple, Raster, characters like that, right? They beat characters like Arcane and Loxodon a lot. I'm going to be having a ping issue here. But I think that as the roster will expand, right, you'll see like, oh, Arcane is like really good into Eliana, right? Stuff like that. And those characters will be solidified. Looks like both players are starting through just 2 stocks though.
Okay, yeah, we're just going to keep it going. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. It's a game of Smash 4. It's...
Play 2 stocks apiece. Smash 4 on the sticks right now.
I do know the top is a little bit scary for Fleet players unless they can get the Zerburn.
A little bit.
Yeah, just
a little bit. I'd be pissing my pants if I had to play this matchup as Fleet. Like, Jesus.
Super good recovery there from Wood, though. Getting the snipe.
Keeps the jump, though.
I do know before Arcane dropped in the beta, I used to play a lot of Fleet, and I loved this matchup. I adored it, but Fleet was like so good back then, right?
Yeah.
So I think it might be like a mix of that, and then also like the Zetterburns I was playing against like weren't crazy good, you know? They were not doing that, that's for sure. So the
Zetterburns will only get better with time, is how it goes. And Fleet was really good at the time. So okay, this could be an edge card coming out here.
Oh no.
Not ready for the high recovery.
I feel like in this like matchup, right? Like as long as Fleet can like just keep on hitting Zetter off stage, right, and taking like a resource at a time, it goes so far. Oh man, gonna get that down strong.
But still, the backer off the side will do it. I forgot we were playing Smash 4. I was like, why is it last stock already? Yeah. What the hell? Oh, just hunting for an up strong there on the plat. Won't find it. Won't pull the trigger. Looking for the Tekk chases. Wood looking super nice.
Oh wow.
That's it. That'll just do it, right? You can't recover.
Man,
especially with the ledge hog. Very nice.
I play a lot of Fleet and I get like hit into those bottom corners. I'm like, I know I can downbeat the wall, you know, but
Yeah.
can't do anything about the ledge hog there. Very clean last stock there from Wood.
Very clean, very, very clean. Yeah, you made a good point where for Fleet in this matchup, it's kind of like you don't have to kill Zetterburn every time he's off stage anymore. But you just got to keep hitting him. You just got to keep hitting him. So if you're letting these high recoveries go for free and letting the Zetterburn back unpunished, you're just going to be losing value there.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like as Novice in chat pointed out, they're like a really good Fleet main. They were talking about like burning float too early, and how scary that is in a matchup like this, where it's like if you don't have float to mix up your recovery, the ledge hog's like pretty easy to time.
Yeah, it's such an easy resource to burn, I think, as well. It's so tempting. Like you're off, you just want to chill for a little bit with the floating on the Fleet.
No chill here coming out from Wood. Huge
Absolutely
damage on the board already.
Absolutely done.
This is like the percent where it's like, if you're playing this Fleet here, you're like, ah man, the next confirm just kills me, you know?
Like, I will, spoiler alert, Wave Shine Upstrong kills on this stage at 65 for Fleet. So, there we go. Just run up and do it. Yeah, this stage is, I don't know, like the off stage is harder for Zetterburn, but the Upstrong killings that much earlier is such a massive bonus for Zetterburn. Yeah. Has me questioning just a little bit on the counter pick, but of course I'm not actually on the sticks right now.
Yeah, I will say, because I play like Arcane, right? And he has like, I wouldn't say that Fleet or Arcane are really like true zoners, right? But they both have like tools for like create space. And I will take Zetter here on occasion just because it's like, if I can like just hit him once off stage, he dies, right? And then also there's a lot of room for me to try and make room, so that might have been the thought process here.
No, yeah, bigger stage for sure. You're right, but this
doesn't look like it's working too great. Especially Wood kind of popped off, you know.
Yeah.
On this stage in his last set, really good F-tilt extension there.
Oh wow, what a recovery!
Yeah, that was kind of
a reverse flip. Yeah,
that's
super nice.
Where you're like, that shouldn't work, but it looks cool, so I don't mind it, you know.
Yeah, it looked super dope. That's that dope factor. Okay, this might do it. Okay, can't find a confirm off the top.
Not gonna get that up strong.
Man, the B reverse shines to keep the movement ambiguous, missing the tech chase on the platform.
I feel like all you kind of have to do here if you are Wood is just like play safe and just fish for those confirms, and eventually you'll get the one.
For sure.
You know?
It'll come to you. They'll let the kill come to you, because it will.
Oh
wow. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, great floor hug. Great floor hug. Okay, triple fair, all of them sour.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of feels like Arcane back here, you know, where you get like 3 or 4 sours in a row, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, but you're scared about all of them.
Yeah.
Whoa, oh my god!
I got
nice
caught up down strong. That was such
very well placed.
Yeah.
Very well placed. Yeah.
That Fleet down strong, like lingering too, makes it like such a good tool to catch like crazy movement like that. It's like, you're moving crazy. I don't know where you'll be, but the down strong's gonna be here for like half a second, you know?
No, yeah, they buffed the linger, didn't they? Or am I?
I'm not sure if they did, but it lingered a long time from the start.
Okay, well, JV3 stock.
Yeah, this
for Wood.
Best of 3 though, or best of 5.
This is best of 5. Yeah. When we go in the distance, I am for sure rethinking my counter pick.
Yeah,
if I am Tekka here.
Yeah, I would definitely be thinking like, okay, like what worked about that stage, right? Like, did I get value from creating space? Which, like, from my point of view, I'd argue no, but like maybe them as a player was like, yeah, like I got a lot from this, you know?
Yeah.
So. I'm curious to see how the devs do want to nerf Zetterburn. Because I feel like there's been a lot of talk about that. I'm curious what direction they want to go in, because it's like clear that they want Zetterburn to be strong, because I think that they view him as like a cool, like aggressive character that matches how they want the game to function.
Yeah, you need your spacey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
large amount of players coming in that like, oh, I can play Fox, and then they do, and it works.
Yeah. It's like, do you like Fox? Do you like PM Wolf? Do you like Ultimate Wolf? Like, try out this character.
Yeah. We gave a Spacey a killing forward air. What happens next will shock you. He's top 1. Yeah.
Right,
no, I agree.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna segue onto this stage. I think this is a great counter pick. You have a good amount of space, just like you did on the last stage, but you're not gonna blow up off the top like you did last game.
It looks like Tekk is doing a really good job here too, like avoiding those big combo starters and getting these like tech chases and like side Bs in place. So it's looking like a lot better off for them. Oh man,
Yeah,
no
no jump.
an arrow, but no jump there.
What is that? Did you see the respawn platform that Wood has? What I need to figure out what that is. As a
I'll look
saucy-
again next Sunday. There's a
I think
sauce.
it's like I want to say it's like the champion one if that even exists. But classic down throw forward air, gonna get it done.
Yeah, it feels
Even
kind of like Fleet like died at such a like lower percent than Zetter did. You know, they just exploded
Yeah.
so early.
No, Zetter is durable.
Yeah, I wonder if that is like a buff they would consider giving to Fleet, is just making her a little bit heavier so she doesn't pop as fast. I feel like there's like a lot of matchups where like I'll fight a Fleet and they just kind of like nickel and dime me and they take a stock and then I do 2 combos and then I take a stock, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It is that eternal push and pull
Yeah,
of
really
totally
good
floating.
wait there by Tekk on that ledge trap, but not gonna find anything out of it.
Okay. Oh, snatches the ledge. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. A moonwalk reverse snare was kind of had me feeling the sort of way. Does another one actually. Okay, that's just in the playbook. Nice. I love it. I love it.
True,
See what we
like
can do there.
see players like mix up their movement tech like that, you know?
Very nice. Varying the approach. Ooh, misses the upstrong barely, but the down tilt will give him another chance. One stock away from just 3-0ing this.
Yeah. I was really like happy for Tekka because I was like, oh good, they like finally like escaped the like confirm and then the forward air.
Yeah. And then you got hit with
Goodness.
Orcane down tilt on Zetterburn.
Yeah,
So
that move's a little crazy.
yeah, it just kind of is how it goes. Ooh, up tilt, keep it going. A lot of percent racked up, but now an opening.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Big opening, great spacing, and the reversal coming out. Good floor hug to avoid the upstrong for the time being. Down air, back air, keeping it going, keeping the percent building and burning. Parry on there. Now you have an invincible Zetter running around center stage.
I love seeing players do that tech where they like run off the stage and like jump up with a back air. It's like
Yeah.
They were like so consistent. Oh man, that'll do it though.
Damn.
It shines.
I'll do it.
What a cool way to end the set though.
Nice,
It looks like
very
we
nice.
have winners finals coming up right now. With Maya, the Arcane player, already waiting for Wood.
Already, yeah, with a 3-0 of their own on the other side of bracket to get to here. So we've got
Yeah.
2
Oh,
players hot
hello.
off a 3-0 coming into winners.
That was
finals.
a very entertaining game to watch,
Yeah. No.
I
For
must say.
sure. I
Wood
will
is styling a little bit.
Yeah, they're such a cool player. You guys should go check out their socials, by the way. I know they post like a lot of combo reels on Reddit and YouTube. So if you're in chat, if you want to link your stuff in chat, that would be super awesome. I'm actually quick behind the scenes. I'm working with Wood and a few other like high level Zetter players to make a Zetter guide.
Ooh.
So that should be coming out sometime next month. I'm really trying to pivot the channel to focus more on like high-level guides and things like that.
Yeah.
Until we get some more casual modes in the game.
That's good. Yeah, and that content lives forever too. Just like
Yes.
everyone's always,
Yeah.
you're always going to need a guide for a character.
I think like because I'm starting with characters like I'm gonna have a raster matchup chart that me and Torque are gonna be working on. Coming soon, and then I have an Arcane guide and the Zetterburn guide, and potentially a Rana matchup chart, all in June. So my goal is kind of like to get like some more like high level content, and then I can like focus on like Absa's launch, and then potentially like a Creator Cup in July. So that's what the channel's
Super
like.
nice.
Yeah.
Super nice. Hit the bell. Everyone hit the bell to get
Hit the bell right
notified.
now. Make sure you're subscribed. You should check
Make
right
sure you
now.
subscribe. You should check right now while we've got this downtime before our winners finals of the last stock number 120.
Maya was second in last week's, right? To Human
I
Lime,
believe so. Yeah.
Human Lime DQ'd round 1, but it has been playing through the lower bracket. First on the original Raster, then to Zetterburn. We'll see what we get. Currently playing Sapphire. Should be a good series. That's happening off stream.
Yeah, both of those players super good. I love the icon that Maya has. I love the
That's adorable.
yeah.
Creatures, yeah.
Have you ever played that one?
I haven't played
Creatures?
creatures yet.
No, I haven't. No.
It's so fun. I'm gonna have a video on it eventually, I think. I don't know. If there's a week where like the
Hey.
content's like kind of slow for rivals, I might
Yep.
pull that one out. Get a
That's
fun
fire.
little video. Yeah. I think it'd be fun to host a bracket for it because it's like so different than Rivals. It's like a card game.
No,
Yeah.
I would love to watch that. Just as someone who like knows nothing about
Yeah.
anything. That'll be fire.
The game's really fun, but the queues are like pretty dry, sadly.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I did do a video on it and then maybe I had like a day where like everyone in like the community like played it, maybe that would help it out.
Right.
Okay.
We got Wood, aka Avian Attorney, versus Maya for our winners finals. A matchup, Orcane Zetter, that I've heard a lot of Orcanes call words like -2 for Orcane,
Yeah.
unwinnable, like a mountain to be climbed. But we'll see. I mean, we've seen a player named Marlin get it done against the best Zetters. We'll see if anything can be learned from his performances at things like Battle of BC.
Yeah, for sure. I actually, because I'm in Orcane, I don't find this matchup to be like so terrible because you definitely do have the tools to like scrap the Zetterburn. But his combos are like way longer than Orcane's. But Orcane definitely has the advantage like ledge trapping and off stage. So I feel like this matchup really depends on like how well the Orcane player plays neutral and also the off stage. Because as long as he like denies Zetterburn those big openers, right? There's like not really a lot he can do. But Zetter's really good at getting those big openers. Yeah,
Yeah, it seems like
is the same player, by the way. Sorry, I had some players curious about.
Oh, fair.
double
Oh, sweet spot.
fair.
Yeah, I was just talking about how like, Orcane is great off stage, but don't tell me once Zetter's great off stage too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that in the nair to bounce
That
off
should be
the
a dead
backboard
lion.
and the hedgehog. Yep.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really great spot to see the Tekkmate check. Do y'all know about that one?
Where you throw the puddle
Yeah,
on
yeah,
stage, and then you grab ledge, and then just up B.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
super strong. Very, very cool tech.
I've got hit by that more than a few times in my.
Yeah, especially good on Claren, whose
Especially
recovery
good on
is.
Claren.
You're in like for so long, and there we go. There's the edge guarding that we were
Hang
hoping
up.
to see from the Orcane.
Super
Maya
strong.
doing very well so far, despite that early death to a combo I didn't know existed.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see what Wood can do with their character because like they're so familiar with Zetter, It's like you'll see stuff like just from Wood that like only Wood does, But I feel like Maya's kind of the same way, where it's like you're seeing like very cool Orcane tech that only like Maya uses. I remember last week they used side B a lot.
Yeah.
That
the
side
first time I saw
B
that,
on
that
the
was
puddle
nice.
is not something I've seen utilized being actionable afterwards. A nice tech chase, or this tech rather, that gets followed up on with the upstrong, and we're on a final stock. 70% on the Zetterbird though could prove to be enough for Maya to close this out.
It's a great position right now with the back throw, but can't get it done much more than that. Tekk just on the platform, now off stage.
Oh,
Ooh,
man,
low forward air. Oh, wow! That
I thought
is coverage, I guess.
I
Yeah.
thought it was just gonna be an Orca hop, and I thought it was gonna get canceled, but no.
I was like,
It was straight to the
really
puddle.
sad. I was like, oh man, Maya like missed the like ledge guard. They went too low, and then pop out. And it's like, just kidding.
Yeah, it just exploded. The type of thing. I mean, you're not even looking at it, and then
Yeah.
someone gets purple, and it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I play Zetter, or I play Orcane, and I don't even do that kind of stuff. Like, I don't see that coming. So, I wonder how
Yeah.
Wood's feeling after such an explosive finisher there.
I know you guys were talking a little bit about this pick for Zetter, and I know you talked a little bit about how it works for Orcane. And I think it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. Wood has played this a lot so far this tournament already, got some good practice on it. We'll see what Maya has cooked up for this stage.
Something that I have noticed is like Maya's not getting hit by these like huge combos. I wonder if there's like playing like disadvantaged better to where Wood's not able to land them, or just kind of like overpowering them in neutral, to where it's like, I'm not gonna let you get your combo started. Like, I'm okay getting hit by like these moves because they don't start a whole lot, but
Oh, wow, that is sick.
what
Took a bite out of him.
Maybe into chomp.
Delicious. Yeah, I'll say it before it happens. Like, I think Orcane, one of the things you're going to be looking for a lot is that down tilt up strong on this stage, or the up air, depending on the DI. I
that
just saw
interhit.
Maya fishing for it quite a bit.
She really loves those down tilts. Sometimes down tilt into down tilt, I've noticed quite a few times already.
Yeah, super
Okay.
good on Zetterburn.
Good answer.
Since he's like such a fast faller.
The up strong is once again proving to be so scary on this stage with the low ceilings.
Yeah.
What for the underside hit of up air is interesting. Don't see it a lot in neutral. It's got a good bit of end lag, but if you can get the spike, send your opponent to flinch, it's very nice.
Yeah, it has a lot of what do you call it? Like flinch, and like since it doesn't really like knock down, you don't necessarily like force like a big tech chase or anything like that. You can just get a standard follow up.
The droplet does it. Once again, getting the kill with the sour back air into F tilt.
Yeah.
Really nice stuff. Like you were mentioning in the game one, a creative player doing stuff I don't see any other Orcane doing really.
Yeah, I gotta start taking some notes. I do know one thing that I prioritize a lot in this matchup as an Orcane player is like, as long as you can keep Zetterburn away from the wall, his recovery becomes like a lot worse and a lot more susceptible to like offstage shenanigans. So I wonder if that's kind of what Maya's going for here too. By
I love that side bait. That side bait is so
yeah.
swag. I love it a lot.
I haven't seen a ton of value
second
out of
up air
it.
will take it off the top.
Yeah.
That is a very dominant game too on Wood's counter pick.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm Wood, like, what kind of stage do you want to go to now, you know? Because you've lost on, like, a smaller size stage, you know, and now you're losing on the larger stages where you have more room to operate to, and one that should be in your favor. Oh, we're going back.
Running
right back. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a bold decision. Has success with it through the rest of the tournament, so I don't necessarily hate it, but after that performance from Maya, you'd have to hope there's some kind of adaptation Wood has that just he wasn't able to implement by the end of that game too.
I do wonder if Wood's thinking, like, okay, like, I didn't land any, like, massive combos that game, right? Like, maybe I should just be a bit more risky and try to, like, brute force neutral to get those big combo starters that I want.
I
like,
definitely wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
Maya, it feels like she's just sending out so many hitboxes using Orcane's very slippery movement to just cross up anything. So maybe just
snipe.
taking
No double jump.
The spike hit of up air. That is so nice.
As I said, it's like, if you can't access the wall, you're, like, so, like, vulnerable to stuff like that. Maya also doing, like, a really good job just, like, waiting out Wood's, like, approaches too. Like, if you see, like, they just, like, aren't holding forward in some of those spots, just opting to be a bit more patient.
Here we go.
Strong. Even out this game here.
Orcane deceptively heavy, but still dies just after 100% to those empowered upstrongs on the stage.
I think his weight is the same as Zetter's. Oh man, so
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Gonna contest offstage just a little bit. Miss on the nair. And so Wood will make it back to live to see another day.
Oh man, whiffing another nair there. I feel like Wood was definitely almost super vulnerable to that uppy there though.
Oh wow.
Up strong. Yeah.
That just came out of nowhere, but normally it's the Zetterburn getting the raw upstrong kills, not the Orcane.
Orcane's
Here we go.
kind of deceptive because it does linger for a few more frames than the average move, I believe. So sometimes you can kind of just like toss it out and slide around with it.
Yeah, especially with a hydroplane, being able to close a lot of distance, cover a lot of area. Wood started off getting a good bit of percent on his last stock here, but and answered back pretty nicely from Maya. Good roll in to avoid the upstrong, but not going to be able to avoid that one.
Yeah.
In a way better spot this game. Still has a little bit of work to do. In the mountain of the reverse 3-0 as well.
Oh man, that
no punish!
Punish though.
Maya, I think paying a bit more respect to Wood at this point, going for a lot more shields, not just surrounding him with moves, could actually end up not working out in her favor. Oh, but a lovely parry. How did she find that?
I feel like these parries into a player like Wood, where it's like he's like always wanting to press a button, you know, in these kind of spots. They're super easy to get, but also at the same time like so risky because if you don't get it, it's so dangerous into a character like Zetter.
Oh,
man.
okay. Tekk face. Yeah, that'll
Tekk
do it.
face with the back air.
That will
That's
do it.
Rio.
That's the
Rio and a handshake. Maya will
Gonna take
abate her opponent
winner's spot.
from the loser side in winner side grand finals.
Yeah, no,
And,
super impressive.
Wood's going to be looking to run it all the way back. Yeah, for sure.
It's just finals.
Oh, Human Line, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know if
back.
you guys have seen this. He did end up showing up for losers, playing a good
Yeah, on
amount
the
of
raster and the Zetter. And
Yeah.
still in it, beat out Sapphire 2-0.
Yeah, so Human Lamp's probably the player that we'll have next on stream. It looks like it's them versus Monocle. So
I think that set's
it's
underway.
just wrapped up actually,
Oh, okay.
I believe. But we'll see. I believe. I'm not too sure. Uh-oh. Not this menu. Yeah, super cool to see like such dominant Arcane gameplay, because that's definitely a character like in a normal like offline bracket, you know, that you don't see that much.
Yeah,
So
Arcane's a
definitely
Wi-Fi
seeing
merchant.
him here. Yeah.
Really a Wi-Fi merchant character.
I feel like it's like a lot of the Arcane players like don't live near like the big events, you know. So it's
Yeah.
harder for them to travel around because there's not as many of them. But so many of them
Right.
do play on the Wi-Fi brackets, which is very cool to see.
I mean, who else is it other than like Marlin, Remrin, Iota, I guess
Yeah.
Maya as well? Like what?
Yeah.
I can't think of any other Arcanes like that I'm looking out for.
I know that Cabbage is really good. They're like a super good
Mm.
Arcane, very high level player. But I don't think that Cabbage has been to like a lot of offline events. I don't think that because Rimmer's in Canada, if I recall. They're who I'm working with for that Arcane guide.
Oh, exciting.
But yeah, they're like super cool. They took a set off Leo in Ultimate with Mewtwo.
Oh,
which is
what?
Super cool. Yeah,
Wait, when? Wait, what?
it's like a year or two ago.
A year
Wow.
or two ago,
But-
Leo losing to.
Okay, Leo. I'm gonna Google it. Loses
It's the first I'm hearing about this.
friend.
But it was only a year ago. That's not like.
Let me mute this video. Yeah.
What tournament?
So it looks like it was January 2024 that Rim took a tournament off Leo.
What tournament was it?
It looks like it was FNS. I think it's just like a weekly or a monthly because it was number 190.
Okay.
So.
I see.
Dang.
Interesting. Wait, I can't believe
Oh, I
didn't
might have trolled. Leo might have
know that.
won this bracket. Uh-oh.
the
trolled too hard.
the
You know what
Mewtwo
I-
agenda.
Spread
Must be
misinformation
maintained.
on the
I
internet.
think that Rim might have
Probably.
taken a set, but maybe not the bracket. That might have been.
Regardless, though, that's impressive.
Ah, It was during Leo's slump era. He was losing to whoever.
Yeah, I feel like even then though Leo was still like such an incredible player.
Oh yeah,
And we're starting to see him do a little bit better, but I don't know if his heart's in Ultimate.
a little bit. I think he's
Like,
back. I think he is fully back. Didn't he? How do you do it? Freaking. Oh no, he had to, dude. That's he had to play Spargo for 33rd at Kagaribi 13.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Just absolutely mental. But no, bro, I think Leo's back. I think the tournaments leading up to Kagaribi, Leo was playing out of his mind. Just some of the best I've ever seen him play in his whole life. At least that's my thoughts on the current state of the Ultimate metagame. Is
Yeah.
that Leo's back?
I think I would like to like make a few videos going over like Smash Ultimate sometime soon. But I feel like personally like I'm kind of like past that game, you know.
Yeah.
I don't play it too much anymore, so I feel like my videos wouldn't be too positive about it. And I don't know
No, I'm there with you.
how much I want to put on the channel that's like, here's why I hate Smash Ultimate. You know, I try to keep the content a little bit more
No, for sure.
More positive.
Oh man, that's what Gary's for. I'm always trying to make some negative content, try some like clickbait, like stuff like that. And Gary's like, no, we gotta keep it happy and
Yeah, we gotta
positive.
keep it constructive, you know?
Gotta keep it constructive.
Yeah, I
Don't want to be spreading that
Okay.
negativity.
A good way to be critical without being like too much, you know. Like you can like spin it around. Like tomorrow, I have a video that's talking about how strong a character should be at release, and I'm like pretty critical of like Edelis's release, where I was like,
Yeah.
it's like kind of unacceptable. Like this character released in such a bad state, like he might as well have not released, you know.
For sure. Yeah.
So, I definitely feel like that's a bit more negative, but it's kind of like used more as an example. Like it's like Olympia released in like such a strong state, and maybe she was a bit too strong, but like at least she made an impact on the game, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas like Edelis was like a nothing burger character. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what kind of feedback that video gets, because whenever I do like discussion videos like that, there's definitely a variety of opinions that I think there's like points to all of them, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm curious like how Absa will release though, because Gommel is the weekend of Absa's launch.
Yeah,
So I
she
wonder
won't
if
be there.
devs will
There's
kinda-
no way.
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
she-
before
She
that
won't
Gommel.
be there.
Uh,
Yeah, she won't. I not that even that I know it's like confirmed, but there's just no way she'll be played at Gommel,
Yeah.
especially considering like this past the patch that was right before Combo Breaker.
Mhm.
They played on the previous patch, and the only thing they changed in that patch was reverting the
Rano up air,
Rano
yeah.
up air stuff, and they didn't even play that patch. So there's no way Absa's
Yeah.
getting played at Gommel.
No, I definitely
There's
don't
no
think
doubt.
so. I do know also like they consider whenever a character launches to be like a new season, right?
Yeah.
So I think that they'll probably do a pretty hefty patch there. And I don't know if our June patches will be all that big. But so we do see Human Lime here on Raster, and EOL on Zetterburn. Those are our 2 players.
Right.
OL. Wonderful. Yeah, this is our losers quarters. Loser will be getting 5th, and the winner will advance to fight the winner of, looks like, Akali versus Tekk.
Yep. I definitely think that both these players are like really good from what I've seen, but Human Lime's so fantastic, like probably one of the best players in the bracket tonight, but not on their main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious to see
I mean,
how-
he was
On their
he was first.
former main,
yeah.
at least, but currently been making a lot of moves at the top level on the Olympia. But the Raster is clearly still got it.
Yeah.
Making it this far after DQing losers round 1.
Yeah.
And here we go. That could maybe been a kill. Not confident enough in the F clap. Things even relatively at the start. Slight advantage.
This was so Human Lime was the first seed before DQing to losers, and that is always going to throw a bit of a wrench in
I
the
love that
bracket.
neutral B.
Yeah, it's
Really
very nice.
interesting use of the neutral B. That was very cool. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Tech chases well into that.
Tech chase with the scraw.
Such good reaction time. I try to do stuff like that, like I try to silo on people, and I always miss it and look a fool. So it's cool to see like someone land it, you know.
Well, you
I
just
just-
gotta hit it because probably Human Lime would have looked a fool had he missed, but he didn't, and that's the
There you
difference
go.
maker. Just hit the Tech chase.
That upstrong killing
Carries there.
pretty early on the latest character we have, I believe, right? Olivia's not later, right?
No,
Raster's
right.
like the
Just making sure.
by a good amount. He is very, very light compared to everyone else, but I think he's so
Get
floaty.
those hollow bones.
Too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's one where we see things like those nairs be very useful for Zetterburn and comboing Raster, as opposed to like juggling with up airs. But
Yeah,
of
I
course,
feel
you also have the Swiss Army knife that is forward air for Zetterburn.
In this matchup, Zetter, I feel like you're kind of just trying to like get percent on Raster so that you can get those like super early kill confirms, you know? Because like Raster dies at this percent to enough strong.
Yeah, Shine
with-
Upstrong will die
Yeah.
here.
That will
Not
do it,
gonna
wow.
do it.
Okay, Human Lime with the lead going into this last stock of game number 1.
I really do think they need like a lot of extra credit here though, just because of how explosive Zetterburn is.
For sure.
Like I feel like if you're at like 50, 60s Raster, like you kind of like are very limited what you can do.
That was sick. That
Yeah,
was
seeing
dope.
2 parries back to back. We've seen a lot of parries tonight actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
been good. I think a tool that players are gonna keep getting better at using, understanding when they actually have the opportunity to go for one, and
Yeah.
more so in the offline brackets than online.
Mhm.
I think it'll be really cool to see what, like, things that players could get away with, things like the multi shines that maybe not as true when players are better at that parry timing.
No,
Ooh,
yeah, for
reversal
sure.
there.
Really
Okay,
nice.
this is really close to parry coming out.
just
That'll
almost-
just do it. That'll just do it. Landing in the field of fire from the down special, coupled
Such
with the
a
up
nice
strong.
stock, too.
Yeah,
It's like,
EOL. Okay, we've got the Zetter Ditto counter pick
yeah.
coming out.
It's
for
like, I'm
Human
dying
Lime.
too early. I don't want to deal with that. Let's
Yeah.
let's play this. Let's stoop down to your level.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all.
Ah, he's got a-
Strong
what do you
right
mean?
now.
No,
What do you mean
no,
scoot down? He won the first. He's like, I gotta play up to his level. That's what's going on.
yeah.
Of course. Okay,
Oh.
I love this character, dude.
you
I
see
love this
that?
character so much, bro. Oh, this is so cool.
Up strong.
This is so cool. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, down airs. Can't get the edge
They've been
guard
dangerous.
going. No end leg on the up special, of course. Right.
Oh, the perfect shield goes into the down tilt.
Yeah.
Things going very back and forth to start. You got Human Lime on the retro skin for those keeping score at home.
Right.
And they're gonna die pretty much as early as they were on the raster.
Yeah.
Oh. Old patch that reverse hits on God.
Like, even though, like, Zetter is obviously, like, much heavier than Raster, he still, like, kills so early, you know? Like, even into himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get the
Far more
fire.
susceptible to the kill confirms.
Oh, this is a
in general.
great combo from EOL right now.
Yeah, wow. Last
Dare,
percent
dare,
and
strong.
the forward strong is such a potent option in the tech chase in the corner. Human Lime, well, we need an answer back. I don't know if this counter pick, I mean, it was so fast, it seemed to be made in hubris. But this is quite the showing from EOL.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Human Lime.
Oh, maybe aiming down that could have resulted in the kill.
Yeah.
I've seen Sophie go for a ton of those on when she's up a stock, and will just suicide with the up special to send the opponent down. A little too risky, I think, at that situation. Oh, the flip just grants the free forward air. Even though I'm not out of it, but maybe kind of out of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What is? Yeah, you're never teching that. They're just never ready to tech that ever.
Okay,
That's crazy.
Yes. Do we see the Olympia?
I think we might just.
You can't run it back.
Really different stage.
You
Here.
can't run this back. You got.
No, but it was the skin.
farmed.
It was the skin. It was the retro
Oh,
skin.
it was the skin.
Mhm,
Okay.
gotta be on the tiger, or yeah. It was obviously just the skin.
All right, we go
Under
over
rock
to
wall,
rock
the
wall.
people stage.
The people stage for game number 3. And I think the first stock of the last game was very like blow for blow, keeping it even in percents. And just as soon as EOL got that first kill, kind of ran away with it.
I feel like this really is a big momentum matchup too, since if Zetter
sure.
in the lead, he's able to click a lot more buttons. You know, he doesn't have to be as safe. If you're behind against the Zetterburn, you have to play a lot more carefully. We see that Shine come out here instead of just a Ledge Hog.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that a wall jump check into the down B? Oh, here we go. Nice side B to get back to stage.
Yeah. It does look like Human Line is being a little bit more patient this time around. Definitely not like skimping on the advantage state. Playing a bit more neutral and getting
Lovely drift back to get that sweet spot forward air. Finally gives Human Lime the advantage in the Zetterburn Ditto. And continuing it, trying to get a little extra percent. Drifts a little too far away to connect that up strong though, but keeping it going regardless.
Yikes. Okay.
I was scared on this stage. That's a scary situation. Good tack from EOL though.
Oh, doesn't matter. Let's go. Okay, this is just as dominant in the other direction on game number 3.
A high up special, not expected. Able to get Human Lime right back on the stage.
Going into this match, you know, like that really work, but it's working, you know.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's just the skin. EOL not totally out of it, but already 70% taken. The Upstrong gonna do it. Take out Human Lime's first stock of this game 3.
2 more to work through.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really the risk we want to be taking in these circumstances. We'll get back onto stage, but the laser fireball, of course, tech chase on the right platform. Dominant 2-stock on game number 3. Has to win the next 2 games, though.
I feel like this platform's like just the right size, where it's like no matter what you do, you know, I can react, you know.
Yeah.
Like a lose.
Especially if you missed the tech initially, just like Human Line was able to just position, mentally prepare, take a deep breath, and just follow wherever EOL decided to go. We're going to Merchant Port for game number 4.
So
Human Line wants to make this a game 5.
Pretty interesting because of these like top platforms. Also like giving that like really tight tech chasing. So I do wonder if we see any like up throw shine, up strong confirms like what we saw Wood doing on Hyperborean.
Oh, this is a great combo from Human Line, going all the way across the stage, finishing it off with the side B, and still keeping the advantage state going. Finally, EOL able to reset just a little bit, maybe get things going in their favor.
I feel like that combo was like so good, but so unfortunate they couldn't find the finisher, because if you give Zetterburn an inch, she can kind of take a mile, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I traveled a mile there with that combo.
Yeah. Oh man, we're seeing
in on the down tilt.
Oh man,
not fair.
Super smart.
Traded the down B.
Yeah, so Human Line will draw first blood, but answered right back immediately. 2 stocks apiece. Welcome back to Smash 4 here on Merchant Port, game number 4. See, that was, I mean, that was quite the tail on just on the first stock itself. Just such an explosive combo to start out from Human Lime, but it eventually did draw first blood, but bled enough percent for EOL to take the first stock right back.
Yeah.
Looking a lot like what we're seeing here. Nair. That's a Stango Nair.
I'm loving the Nair usage from Human Lime, using it as a combo extender. Kinda got EOL back on the stage just a little bit there, but regardless, racking up that percent, down tilt and into the sweet spot forward air. Puts
on the down tilt.
On last stock. Only a minute and a half in. This was longer, or this has been shorter than the first stock of the Fleet Mirror we saw earlier.
Yeah.
True. Absolutely true.
I think it's funny, like the different like mirror matches in this game. Some are like really slow and some are like crazy fast. You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Up and down.
I think EOL thought they grabbed ledge there, and now they're gonna stuck in a very tricky situation, able to get the Tekk upwards.
Oh my god!
Human Lime just putting so much pressure on it. They take us to game 5.
Wow.
That is wild. Yeah, we might see the first 3-0 here.
That would be crazy. I was just thinking in that last, EOL was very lucky to slide off the stage on the right side, but Human Lime didn't skip a beat and dash back in for the up strong to cover the aggressive
back
off the ledge, and we're going right back. Yeah, this is just momentum. And
Another one?
Listen, EOL, you've got to not be rattled here. Just such dominant plays
but
in the
it's
past
so hard not to be when
Lime.
Human Lime's pressure is just unrelenting.
Yeah.
And his combo state lasts so long.
I feel kind of like both of these players here is just kind of like, can I get the most out of my advantage state? You know, like can I kill earlier? And then whoever just takes the first stock gets so much. But it looks like that's going in Human Lime's favor right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, we're getting that
30%. Really won't connect on the up air. High recoveries. Human Lime is ready for all of it. No sweet spot on the forward air, but
sour spotting.
It's so scary to get hit by the up special in that situation. Okay, UL, not exactly. I was gonna say there was a semblance of a comeback into that stock there, but the down strong will take it. Still, good amount of percent onto Human Lime.
Oh, nice
Very
shine.
Insane.
And using as soon as you got out of the hit stun, you were able to turn that around, but it doesn't really matter.
GG! Oh my god.
Human Lime is going so far out.
Okay. Down throw, we wait with bated breath. EOL has to clean up this stock. A little bit of charge on the shine. And EOL, he wants to go high so bad here. And Human Lime is ready for all of it. There it is.
Human Lime's
talking about
keeping EOL in that corner too. Like I've noticed he's putting them there and saying like, I'm not letting you back to stage. Like I don't care if I'm only doing like 10% of interaction. You're gonna rack up like 70, 80 just from being in the corner.
Nice.
Playing
Good
so
read
hard
there from
for
EOL.
Like, control of the ledge. Like isn't like going out for the edge guards per se, but is always ready with something on the stage. For when EOL gets there. I think that's one of the difference makers here.
No, for sure.
Running around now. Forward air, down air.
Down so low.
Okay, we're going to keep it going. Yeah, this is really nice. This could be a big conversion, a big pickup. The forward strong will find it not empowered.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 to down air.
One thing I have noticed that EL is not going for that Human Lime's been getting a lot of mileage off of is that F tilted ledge. That's been like so consistent for Human Lime here.
Oh yeah, angle it down, why don't you?
Yeah.
Forward air.
Oh,
I'm gonna take it, just down air. Yeah, nothing you can do. No mix-ups left in the tank. Just goes out with the down air. A successful reverse 3-0 for Human Lime.
Yeah, such a clean stock there at the end. Looks like we will be seeing in our next matchup the Human Lime versus the winner of Tekk and Akali. But that set has not finished just yet, so.
Right.
It looks like I think they already played earlier in the bracket, didn't they? Tekk and
no.
They have not played yet.
We've seen both of them play, but not against each other.
So
where is Akali? Akali plays.
Akali played the
it's a Fleet Arcane match going on.
Yeah, those are known to take a bit more time than normal.
More than this set, at least, even though it went all 5 games. That's crazy.
Yeah. I will say that's like one of the bonuses playing a game like Rivals, where there's like so few like zoner-ish characters, right? You have like
Yeah.
those very, very quick sets. I'm gonna hop off the mic for about 1-2 minutes here, and I'll be right back. By the way.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
John.
I would love to just talk about Human Lion's performance in that last game after going down 0-2. Seemed totally unfazed by game 3. The way he was had just so much
no,
confidence
after game
in his
2, I thought it
in
was
their
over.
administration.
June patches. I was like, I'm
Do they
expecting
know?
I'm expecting a little bit of something from the June patch. And let's just say it rhymes with
You got
glitter burn flurfs.
That one's going in the reel. That's going in the reel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we got in the next.
I don't know if it's,
patch.
dude. I don't know if it's gonna go in the reel because we just cut out for an undescript amount of time.
Oh, unlucky.
Hi, okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. I was talking about how I used that crisp voice filter. And I had to reset it, and apparently it just like cut all my like VC audio. But y'all should be back now.
Cool.
So-
No worries.
Cool. That's okay. I just dropped some bars. I won't repeat it. Had to have been there.
Lobby.
Unlucky.
For real, I got
But
to
if
hear
we
it
did
all.
just get. Well, that's good. At least someone got to hear
Yeah.
it. We got Akali
Zetterburn
managed to
serves.
win out the losers quarterfinal. Now going up against Human Lime or Kane
Man.
Zetterburn probably once again. I think.
What if they add? Wait, can we talk about something a little bit more serious?
Yeah, let's
What
get
are-
serious.
Next month we got the fast food event,
Mhm.
and someone in chat just dropped the bars cheddar burn, and I'm thinking, little pizza Zetterburn might not be too bad.
It's just it tears down till it dunks.
Cheddar burn is so funny.
I am quite fond
That
of
is in my
Zetterburn.
lexicon permanently now. So thank you very much. No, yeah, I'm excited. Root beer float Loxodont maybe. It like fizzes on the ground, and then his axe is like a big silly straw. I think that would be.
That'd be awesome.
I think
That'd
it's
be pretty good. Yeah.
it's a little crazy that it's not a pride event.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised.
That's true.
'Cause
That's
it's,
true.
You know, rivals
Yeah.
community.
No pride
But-
event. It's just burgers.
Yeah.
Burgers.
Just
Maybe
burgers.
we'll get some palettes for
That would be
characters
cool.
Maybe.
I know
with
they
pride
have,
colors.
Sherbert Edelus in Rivals 1, which might come back.
Yep,
Is a food.
that would be fun.
That'd be cool, and that one's like rainbow colored, you know?
Taco Crag.
I will say,
Classic.
if you're a fan of Zetterburn, I think you'll like this upcoming event.
Ooh.
I've heard a rumor that he's getting something kind of cool. You might not like
That's
the
Zetterburn is
cat.
coming.
Rumors?
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
if,
please. I gotta know.
if
What do
you
you
like
mean,
Zetter, you might see something neat. Maybe,
Okay.
just maybe. You might also get
We're
like
getting
Fire or
Zetterburn,
something,
guys.
so
Oh,
Maybe don't get too excited.
that's not the problem move. If we
Yeah.
get a Shime nerf, I'm still mad. Just saying.
All right,
Well,
here we
we're
go.
heading
The
in here,
Human
yeah.
Line versus Akali. Our loser semifinal winner. This is gonna play Wood for a spot in Grands. We got 2 Zetters and 2 Arcanes left in this top 4. For what it's
Balanced
worth.
game.
I think it's kind of
Order.
funny. We've had that the past few brackets in here where the top 8, top 4 is like the repeating characters, whereas like offline you see the games like a lot more well-rounded.
Yeah.
So super interesting.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. The Arcanes, they're the hardest working player base in the literal sense. They're employed, so they can't go to the events. So luckily they're able to make it out for the Wi-Fi weekly.
Yeah. No, I will say it is always very cool to be able to feature players on here that might not necessarily be in like super big majors and things like that.
Great nair to cut off that down B. But a lot of percent racked up here. No tech chase available. Not gonna be able to get that up strong. And now caught off a little bit. This is where Arcane can really shine the matchup, but missing the double jump potentially
Okay.
from Akali.
And I mean, it's gotta be said, Human Lime. Oh, is that the kill? Yes, it is. Beautiful pickup. DI in on the down tilt. It's gotta be said, Human Lime going for a bunch of normal pummels, just neutral pummel. Doesn't always pummel, but when he does, it's always been neutral so far. That thing is something I need to point out.
Yeah, I am very sure that there will be a capitalization on that.
Wait,
in the
was that
future.
3 sweet spot fairs? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
you.
it
Was that 3
actually
sweet spot
was
fairs?
knee into
That was
knee
crazy.
into knee. actually.
Strong
That's
knee to
exactly what
strong
it
knee to
was.
strong knee.
Strong knee to strong knee into strong knee. Okay.
And
Very
that's not
crazy there.
going away like
Jesus
that.
Christ, man. We play this game for money. Hey, gotta keep it pushing though. Human Lime. Oh wow, what a call out on the platform. Getting that a bunch of percent is now fully lapped the stock here. Yeah, clipped by the bubble. Gives the opening for Akali.
Oh, barely not enough
Guard work
distance.
down air.
That
Try
jab
to
is super
reach
hard to
down
hit the
there.
right hitbox of though.
Oh
So
yeah.
Akali knowing which one to get. Because if you hit the wrong one, it's just negative on hit in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
Percent.
Really
Really
want
nice
to
up
get
there.
Apollo
Might be able to find the
to
kill.
close the stock out soon, but getting high is not necessarily the play. Unless you get that sweet spot up air low enough, you're not really going to be able to get a juggle as Arcane.
Not in this matchup.
Despite Zetter's fast
Yeah.
falling.
Just make the recovery happen. Still, it's not too bad if we can clean it up, but it's looking less and less likely with every hit, with every passing second. Human Lime looking to carve his name into this game number 1. Seems the recovery
Nice timing mix up
Very
with
nice,
the
yeah.
recovery and able to avoid a sweet spot fair, but
Oh,
another
man.
down tilt and then fair.
That's the scary
Down
part.
tilt's
that
one of the
move.
moves. It's gotta go. Just take it off. He doesn't need it. Like, if they unbound down tilt for every Zetterburn, I don't think anyone would be mad.
You got F tilt, it's close enough.
Like,
It gets low
come on.
enough.
Like, oh man, wow. That was a wonderful, brilliant showing from Human Lime in game number 1.
I will say that
Yeah,
down
definitely
tilt's
the
a little
momentum
bit
building.
crazy because a lot of people like tell me like oh like you play Arcane like your down tilt's so good and it's like Zetterburn has the same down tilt.
Dude, it's the same. It's faster. Do people know it's faster? Because it is.
Yeah,
Like, do people know that it's better down tilts? Like, I actually have to check. I think it's frame 5, and I think Arcane's is frame 6.
Mhm.
That sounds right to me.
And
We're going on to a bigger stage, the biggest in Fire Capital.
I think it's
Counterpick for
a really
Alcon.
good safe pick here.
Yeah,
For
for
Arcane, definitely feels like it's like you can kind of run away from Zetterburn. You can capitalize on these platforms with those nair extensions. There's not necessarily
it-
super crazy blast zones for Zetter to get great kills off of, you know?
Yeah. You're not going to be dying early to something like a Shine up strong
Yeah.
or an F strong at the ledge necessarily, but you can still edge guard Zetterburn extremely well. And you were talking earlier about how Zetterburn likes to go to wall in the recovery, but then like Arcane can just ledge drop Nair if Zetter goes to wall and
Yeah.
just if he doesn't get the edge guard, you're going to get a lot of percent. Sour back air into the
Man,
forward.
beautiful pickup.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Nair's going to steal it.
Two more things about like the size of the stage. Oh my
Oh.
god!
Crazy confirmed.
Ah,
Look it up
Aura.
right there.
you can just hold shield. That is crazy. That is quite the kill. To
The
get
floor
Human
hugging
Lime
is
right back
going
into it. This
crazy
is
right
insane.
now.
Wow, what a perfect, beautiful game. Absolutely love this. Crouching underneath the fireball, gonna get the opening for Akali. make something happen, but the Nair sends the wrong way back onto the stage, and now it's Akali in the corner with Human Lime putting on big press.
Are so
Big press! 4 forward tilts! Can we get 5? No, drops it all together. Unfortunate.
Oh, nice down tilt to stop. The pressure was stuck on that platform, but then just immediately gets grabbed, down throwed.
Yeah.
Ooh, cut up by the buttons though is Human Lime. Now in a bit of a tricky situation on the left side of this.
Oh, beautiful floor hook down tilt. It's a little bit out. That's another thing about comparing these down tilts. There we go. So we get the kill off the down tilt if we have stage to spare. But if you get a down tilt in like the corner, or can struggle to convert into a kill.
I do know that it's
Zetterburn.
It's a little bit rough if Zetter can land on a platform as well, because you can get those iframes from the Tekk. So that can kind of mess them up a bit too. But overall, super clean gameplay here from Akali.
Ooh.
Oh man, looking for Human Lime to press a button there.
But almost 90% gathered on the side of Human Lime.
Percent is nothing. Like, I think especially on Zetterburn's last stock. Earlier, like, there's still more game to be played, but here, let's see beautiful back air. Gonna even up the set count at 1-1.
I'm taking notes.
Even though that came down to the final stock for both players, that felt very dominant for Akali. But like they were in control for most of that game.
No, for sure.
That's another thing that Fire Capital pick affords. It gives you so much space to not only if you have your puddle on the other side, like you can have a pretty free recovery, but also it gives you so much space to do your tricky little slippery fishy movements that Orcane loves to vary up the approaches and get in some cheeky hits.
Forest is scary.
This is
we're
the
going
polar opposite of the last stage.
The largest to the second smallest, and it's a very close second.
I will say, as a not great Orcane player myself, I try to avoid this stage, but I know a lot of better Orcane players, they like this stage.
Right.
Because since it is so small, it's pretty easy to get in on opponents. There's not really like a lot of room for them to run away from Orcane. So in matchups like Loxodont and Clarin, where they might be like walling you a lot, they don't have as much space to kind of like hold back a bit.
Right.
It looks like it's working out so far, but it is very
so far. Another neutral pummel coming in. GG's. Shake my hand.
That's the
strong knee.
I'm not used to being a commentator, so that's my first.
First time. Welcome to the club.
That'll
happen quite a bit.
Oh, that second air could have been deadly, but didn't connect. Unfortunately.
Up tilt. I think the up tilt's really deadly as like a kill confirmed starter on this stage because of like. Especially because Zetterburn falls so fast, you can get like down tilt, up tilt. You can run up into like a forward strong or something. Really gets the job done on this stage. Unfortunate SD.
Some kind of misinput there. Definitely not this late in bracket.
Right. And this 1-1 game 3 is what is known as a swing game because winner will have counter pick if game 5 is to come about.
Yeah.
So a lot of pressure here for both players.
I'm not too worried about Human Lime's mental, though, based on how the game previously went.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're right.
Nice shine there.
Forward air.
Those are so good in the edge guard. Now, a little pause in the middle. Both players just respecting the other's options. Oh.
Weird slide off that neutral.
Yeah.
Regardless, things are going to be reset back to neutral. Jump off with the Nair. Oh, just barely can't make it happen. Gonna put in a tech chase. Jump 1, 2, 3 into the forward air. It's a true combo, but barely out of the percent range for that confirm.
Yeah, we're once again lovely.
Human Lime struggling to find the kill here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, special get up. Into nothing?
Yeah, that move's a little bit scary to use. It's not super great on hit.
Yeah, but when you, I guess when you get the fully committed Zetterburn.
Yeah.
I've never seen that like used in a bracket, I don't think.
Yeah, that's one of the of the special
this
are like, okay, like, this one's okay, you know. That one, it's like I'm not pressing this button as Orcane, you know. So definitely
Orcane at this lower mid percent gets comboed so hard by Zetterburn. Oh, but a down air, down strong is gonna clean up that stock now. 84% though. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Not over just yet, but then
man,
there we go. There we go.
The
trade on the hit. Into the forward air.
Really good last stop here from Human Lime. I feel like that was like super dominant, exactly what they needed.
Oh yeah. I think so. We got bad news for Akali is that you don't get counter pick for a potential game 5. The good news is that Human Lime can't pick Forest again.
Yeah.
True. So, very true.
Second stage is very strong for Zetter in this matchup.
And like I would say that the game was kind of close anyway, but Human SD'd in there. So
Yeah.
kind of
I like the
dominant
merchant port
play.
pick here. I think the
love it, yeah.
platforms are good for Orcane to work around and potentially stop these Zetaburn combos by landing on them for a Tekk. The Human Line's been pretty nice with the Tekk chases. It's not quite as easy with the small platforms to just land and then charge up a move, especially you can just get up attacked
Yeah.
if the situation calls for it, but none happening so far.
I feel like this is also like a pretty good stage here for Akali because they can like move around more, you know. They have a bit more control over the stage. But unfortunately, like this is the stage that we saw Human Line do so well on in like past sets too.
Right, very comfortable. It's a good stage for Orcane, but it's not exactly bad for Zetaburn.
Yeah.
To the
I've
imagination.
seen Akali land a lot with down B, dropping the puddle, and then landing with a down air. It's really good if your opponent holds shields. There's a lot of shield pressure. Oh, sour spot.
Expecting the up air there, but the sour spot
Yeah, me too.
fair.
That reverse nair is
Wow,
so good,
that
and then
is-
able to call
that
it
might
out with
end
the
up-
empowered F strong.
Might be a bit
Really
of
nice.
a blunder. First stock going to Akali here. Human Line had it in his hands.
Got a purple, but I
Forger
think
will
the DI
do it.
wasn't good enough.
Purple or not. Okay. Pretty even here on the second stock. It's an opening for Human Lime. We're going to convert it into even more damage off stage.
I love these attempts
Both
to run up
players,
nair.
like
Didn't
reversals
fucking
on
work.
reversals right now, off the ledge, by the way. We just saw sticks like in the span of a couple seconds.
Yeah. Both of
Holy.
these characters, like at this percent, kind of feel like it's like you're not gonna kill me from ledge. Like we can both swing, you know, and whoever gets the hit gets their chance at the ledge guard.
Okay, knocked down, but it's gonna be all right. Or Akali touch chase in the center stage, whipping on it. Okay. Oh wow, forward strong, getting a little bit ambitious there off the down
Akali's so
tilt.
good at managing the resources off stage, able to get back in at these high percent edge guards, and then the down tilt into up strong, able to close out, keep the lead for now.
I don't know if
Fully-
I noticed there, but Akali did run their wall jump pretty early. Like they jumped it just then. So I wonder if that will come back to bite them in the next few.
Yeah, I think as long as you maintain the double jump with Orcane, you can recover from very, I think on this stage, as low as you need to.
Yeah.
Weak knee,
We'll
down
see.
air, weak knee with the down air.
Nair?
Like you said, down tilt, but the bubble saves Akali. We'll live to see another day. And my mind just goes back to the first dropped confirm on the first stock and how Akali's had the lead ever since, pretty much. Really making it happen forward air, just raw.
Calling out that
Throwing
shit
it out.
There's not really like a whole lot that Orcane can do to like punish that other shield in that spot either, though. So pretty safe forward air.
That
and
nair is very
Ooh,
safe.
slide off. Ooh, what a down
Nair
air.
is there.
So hard to get that hitbox. Very,
extension
very
there from
impressive.
Akali.
Okay, but Human Lime.
But
An opening
surely
of his
this is about
own.
over. Good trade there to keep things technically in Akali's favor, but off stage is not where you want to be
Oh
against
my
Human Line. These nairs are going crazy. The fair is gonna close things out.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It was crazy. That entire like last conversion, last combo was very, very nice. Like it fell out of the first nair, air dodged through the beginning of the second nair, and then got hit anyway by like the last hit. It was a crazy confirm. And honestly, good stuff to Human Line for being able to bring that one back. Akali was in control, I think, of a lot of that game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that
Closing it
Human
out.
Line played super well.
Very nice. It is gonna advance to meet Wood.
Fight Wood in the lower finals.
I'm gonna bow out for just a second.
Yeah.
I gotta run to the bathroom, but
Sure
don't wait
thing.
up for me. We've got a good set coming up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm super excited to see Wood play again. I feel like he was like super dominant so far in bracket until that winners final set. So I'm curious to see how he stacks up against Human Lime. I know he did say in chat earlier that Human Lime did go Raster against him.
Interesting.
Did really good in that matchup yesterday in some friendlies. So
I wonder how we'll see that today, because it seems like Human Lime has opted to go for the Zetaburn at this point in the bracket. You know, I think against Orcane it makes a lot of sense. I don't love Raster into Orcane, but now back to the Ditto. Is Human Lime gonna try the Raster first, or just like, you know, the momentum's good with the Zetter? He's clearly feeling it right now. A lot of great combos. So we'll have to see. It'll be interesting to see what the pick is.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like the spot in bracket where it's like, okay, like I don't really want to risk anything. Like we're so deep into bracket, you know. Now might not be the best time to like mess around, but also at the same time, it is like, you do have lots of options here, especially knowing that Wood will be going that Zetter burn, you know.
Yeah.
So super interesting. I am curious how this matchup does play out because we have like Human Lime, who as we've seen is like so great at like covering those ledge options and great at keeping players like on the back foot, right? But then Wood is like so good at those like super explosive combos. So definitely two different unique playstyles of Zetter burn, where each player is like emphasizing a different strength of the fighter. So.
Yeah, I think that's a really good observation. I think for me, you know, I'll bring the bias back. I'm looking for Wood. I think Wood has more style than Human Lime does. As clean as Human Lime has been this bracket, I think Wood gets the style points for me personally.
Yeah, I think it's like super interesting to see that difference in like playstyles where it's like Human Lime is like a little bit safer and more reserved, and Wood is like a lot more like, okay, I'm gonna run at you, like I'm gonna do 80 in one hit, you know.
Yep.
Super interesting. So.
Oh.
Okay, we are
starting on the raster.
Yeah. This skin is like so
I'm back,
perfect.
and I do have insight.
What's
I
up?
have insight into this. Because Wood was in the chat earlier when Human Lime counterpicked EOL with the Zetter burn. Wood was typing in chat about how he was confused because apparently they played the other day and Human Lime took like 15 straight games.
Yeah.
Off of Wood. So this is definitely more of like a player thing.
Yeah. I do think that since Raster is like so light, right, he might be able to get out of those like bigger combos from Wood. So that might throw him off as like a player, but we'll just have to see. Super good stage 1 for game 1. Both these players like this stage a lot, I know.
I think I'd favor this a little bit more for Raster just because the stage itself is pretty small. And so as soon as Zetter burns off stage, that slipstream's up. That's where the edge guarding can really happen.
Very easy for Raster to kill off the side on this stage.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
I mean, same could be said, but definitely not in that patented Raster fashion. Although, what's more iconic, Sour Fair, Strong Fair, or Raster?
Or Raster fair into fair into fair.
It's up for debate. Okay, down throw. What am I gonna happen? So you can take this first stock here.
What a
spike on the down air. I don't get to see that very often. Down strong as well along the wall.
Yeah.
Ever pulling off.
Such a good find from Human Lime.
That down air spike is like super hard to connect too, so big props.
Very nice.
The move's got a lot it can do for you. Just like that, the
Oh,
reverse
wow.
hit. We've seen all of its hits now. And just this first Human Lime stock. Nice down tilt.
Flap. This is the scraw again.
Okay, now we're just F scrolls.
Honestly, has such a lead here that it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Goes low. We need to burn that neutral B. Can get this rinse and repeat.
Oh, man.
Gets a little too close.
That dude's
to connect.
like suspiciously large, right? Like it's like
yeah.
You can hit it.
From it, hide from it.
Yeah.
Neutral becomes all the same.
I feel like that's one of the moves that we'll see like expanded on a lot as players get more used to playing the game.
Wow.
100%.
There's so many ways to mix up that neutral B. Such an interesting choice.
Yeah. And I do have that insight. I know it's something the Rasters are working as a collective. Is like the future. Like you giggle, but I've got my head to the.
What a
what's it
find!
saying? My ear to the floor on these things.
Ear to the streets.
Yeah.
Ear to the. You've got ears in big places.
I've got ears in places people usually don't have ears. We'll say that.
That's the saying. That's the one.
Pretty consistent lead here for Human Lime. Gonna get a conversion off the stage thanks to the slipstream.
Well, that could have gone even longer, but dropped it just a little bit. Is too low % to really get something going.
How did that shine not connect? Crazy forward air, or back air, excuse me, up strong.
And we got a pretty close game at this point now. That early find is really huge, but Human Lime is just unstoppable in these combos.
Keeping the hits up underneath the platform, ducking underneath will prevent any aggressive
dodging the
counter hits.
I will say, like, as bad as this game does look for Wood, there always is a Zetter burn confirms, you know, they're just gonna nuke you. So
especially as Raster.
It's doable. It's doable for sure, but quite the lead here. One down tilt is all it's going to be for Human Lime. Close out game number 1.
Might be just down tilt into strong.
Yeah,
Super scary confirms.
it's kind of the theme.
Yeah.
Very nice. Just banning the
Solid
big
game
stages. I like those bans. Now, we're gonna get Wood be able to go wherever he wants. Something as crazy as this.
That was the
Stage
harbor.
that Wood really loves this harbor.
I will say this is a stage where Zetterburn doesn't get to hug that wall as much, so we might see some offstage shenanigans or some explosive off the top shenanigans. Could really go either way.
Wood,
I
have
think
you
being
seen the
able
clip?
to explode Zetterburn so early with Shine Up Strong or just Empowered Up Strong in general is going to be a key win condition because it feels like Human Lime is just doing better in the advantage state, but if you can get the stocks early, it doesn't really matter.
No, for sure.
100% building on that. Have you seen the clip where Toph calls the stage Hyperborean Harbor?
I haven't seen that.
He's on comms. He's on comms at Dome Park.
Dome Park?
Yeah.
Was he with Endless?
I play Arcane. No. It was.
Oh, okay,
he's talking
okay.
about. He's like, yeah. I play or not. He doesn't play Arcane, but he's like, against Arcanes, I always ban Hyperborean Harbor because it's a water stage. And I'm like, there's so much hilarious about that sentence.
I mean,
You know,
Yeah.
another Spike Dare kill
100%.
from Human Lime.
I will
Sure,
say those
very-
spike dares are like so hard to land. So seeing them be done like twice.
What the hell was that?
There we go.
Yeah.
That is
It
quite
lands
the
the
hitbox.
back when you're empowered. That it just kind of sucks you in.
Yeah. That is crazy. Pretty even here in game number 2. We're gonna have a no jump right now.
Wow, the clap.
For Wood
connect.
has to land without it. Down B, no cancel, no mix up whatsoever, just straight hits. Oh wow, almost that
Oh.
weird sour back air into up clap. Barely gonna escape that confirm. Wow,
Here
Mr.
we go.
Forehug coming out. Zetterburn will keep that alive. Now edgeguard opportunity.
Some good percent
I'm-
here.
oh, I'm-
One more
I'm
neutral one,
starting
and
to get
this
nervous.
could be the stock.
I'm starting to get nervous.
Yeah.
Not quite. A little too low. Didn't get enough of a combo going before that up strong connected.
This definitely is a percent
Human Lime's
where
still in
you are
it.
human line. You have to be like, I gotta start dodging.
Yeah, you gotta play around it at
Yeah.
this point.
Oh,
Oh, too low.
Barely misses.
That up strong. Oh,
Oh wow, tries to contest it in the air. Right
Now
there.
going just
Maybe
for
it's
these
a,
up
wait
tilts,
out the
hoping to
boot.
connect the killing blow.
Oh,
man, not gonna find anything there.
oh, I know a couple of people who go for the up special after that.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, do something up special.
Yeah.
Easy.
no. It's just yeah. I understand.
Human Lime's got to be careful here. This could be an even game if he plays cards right.
Right.
And there we go.
Spot
is
dodge,
0%,
fine up
0%.
See, I mean, this is what makes this counter pick so worth it. Is like we said, Human Lime is scared of dying at like 65. So it just you have to play the game so much differently from there. It's really easy for Zetterburn to stay in this game regardless of percent deficit. Human Lime.
It feels like a very good like stage pick because it like makes Raster have to play more passive, you know. Like, Raster has to like, play the
100%.
risk reward of every neutral move. Oh,
But now Human Line turning on the
We're gonna end
aggression
it
on
right now. A
stage.
third dare spike. Masterful with that hitbox.
I-
Yeah,
take
it was
number
really
2.
nice.
if that move is like a frame early or a frame late, you know, you get the backwards hit.
Yeah.
Zetter back to stage, which you definitely don't want to be doing. So we're going up to game 3 now.
Truly. Frame
All right,
perfect
this is the
headshot.
game to get into Grands against Maya. Opponent Human Line beat last week to take this tournament.
I will say it'll be kind of crazy if Human Line makes the full losers run into
Right?
a bracket win. It'd be very cool.
100% would be quite the run, quite the story.
We used to see those happen a bit whenever I ran Ultimate Wi-Fi brackets, but I don't think we've seen these happen for a Rivals bracket yet, so it'd be very cool.
Who was doing that?
I don't remember too well, but I remember they did happen a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I ran Ultimate Wi-Fi brackets like 3-4 years ago, and that's why it's like last stock 120, because I just kept on counting from there, you know? I was like, I'm not going to start back.
Yeah.
It'd be
I was gonna say there hasn't been 120 weeks of Rivals 2 yet, and that's gonna be an early kill
Very early kill.
for Wood. And Raster just too low, burning all the resources, and then the neutral beat just not enough to do it. I like the stage counter pick. It's a little risky being so small, but I think Zetterburn can combo super well on this stage.
Yeah, I think that both characters stage a good
Oh my god!
But-
Jesus Christ!
definitely showing he likes it a little bit more
Yeah, Human Line take a little breather, try to recollect, stay in this.
Yeah.
This game is certainly not done,
No, not at all.
especially with that straw.
Crazy moves like that.
Right.
A lot of tools to kill very early.
Yeah, Wood's in a position right now in this game number 3 where any percent is a victory, like on this stock, being up by so much on such a small stage that you can force the interactions against Raster.
You really can. Just get chips, just get trades.
A little bit of a call out. Yeah, look at him take that chick damage where he killed, because he's got an entire stock to play with. So
and already at
starting,
70%, that is scary territory for Human Line.
Oh, forward air whiffing. Recovery makes it back unscathed. A little bit of mix there. Coming out, DI in on the down tilt into the back air.
Oh.
Looking for it all right now. So risky.
Nice slipstream to extend the combo, and oh, it doesn't get the sweet spot.
Down throw. Ah, just for a little bit of a charge to make it happen. Okay.
Okay.
This is
it is technically winnable for Human Line. 112% though means you were dead to perhaps just a raw up strong.
Yeah.
If Wood can find one.
Oh.
Or a raw fair.
I'll just do it. I'll just do
That
it.
also works.
What is in this set?
Like from what was said earlier about him like losing so much to the Raster, like getting that game win is definitely probably a big mental boost, you know?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
Super hot that game.
yeah.
A dojo. Very close blast zones on this stage. Good for honestly either character, but I think based on how Human Line's been playing, I think a bit more beneficial for them.
Yeah, the ceiling a little bit lower and especially closer with the platforms in play, is there will be more opportunities for the upstrongs.
Oh.
But this is, I love that. Unironically, like completely seriously.
Yeah.
Drag down Nair, that's new. There's not really drag down.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wind to get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great positioning from the slipstream to
Yeah.
make that confirm happen. Early lead. For
Oh,
Human
first
Line.
jab up tilt.
Let's get a little custom, make it happen. There's been a kill there, but instead just the reset to neutral. Wood weaving in and out with the back airs, really.
Human Line is doing
for
so
this.
good at just playing for these single openings and then getting a lot of mileage out of them. But that call out on the tech
Wonderful
in
tech
place. Keeps things
Make it
very
happen.
close.
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
This game definitely not
out.
player's court.
100%. Books are flying everywhere, though. Human Line still with quite the lead.
I love how like unserious some of these skins are, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
The next event, I am so excited. I love me a silly event. Scraw, up tilt into
That
Scraw.
up tilt is another messed up move. IMO.
It's pretty crazy. You can't even DI out, because if he doesn't get the spike hit, you DI out, like,
You're
die. You die. It's crazy. Okay.
Speaking of though,
Making it happen,
Wood with the
double
double
dunk.
dare. Doing a little N-Bad Maple cosplay. And gonna chase, tech chase with the down strong. These things are one stack a piece.
The game's
Yeah,
super
just
Human
when
Line
it-
close this.
Super close. Just
we
when
had
it looks
game
like
5.
Human Lime's gonna mount a bit of a lead, Wood is right there with some conversion
yeah.
to keep it within touching distance. Now even winning in terms of percent. This could
Really
just
get
be
the
one
follow-up,
big
get
combo
up
to
throw.
end this game, potentially end this set as well. Tech chase on the top plat, not going to pay out. Weird hit of that down tilt though. Ooh,
This is scary,
these are
honestly,
these
for either
situations
side.
where you're scared on those platforms in the tech chase.
And Raster's
X being paid from Wood.
Ooh, it's a super close game right now. Oh man,
Tied up.
Oh,
Wow.
there.
man, tying up the set.
Here we go. Game 5.
Oh, no,
I
game
thought that
number
was gonna be
5.
Human Lines to win, but
Yeah,
it
me
just
too.
didn't. That double dare kill. I mean, the double dare didn't kill itself, but set up for the kill was extremely nice, and we're running it straight back. I do not mind this at all from Human Line.
No, I feel like, truthfully, both like players really like to use these platforms for extensions. So super good stage for this matchup. And by no means was that like a Zetterburn sweep either. So
Definitely not.
Super close game. Very exciting game to watch. That game 4. Keeping it in check here for game number 5. Cheeky F clap. Won't quite
Yeah, a
find it.
little
That one,
hopeful.
sweet spot, will take it off the side. Another early stock taken for Human Line.
Only 33%. dealt, but am I crazy for just like feeling nervous whenever that presents just in the yellow?
Yeah. No, I don't blame you at all for that.
Precisely. And down air off the ledge.
Finally landing a hit in
a
this
special
second
pummel. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a conversion here.
Oh man, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Back to being even again with wood.
Textbook, and we're even. That's the thing. Like these stocks are just flying out the door.
Oh.
Okay.
I was really scared for wood there, but great recovery.
No punish on the neutral B. Back to the center of the stage.
Yeah. I feel like that's like such a scary spot if you're wood, right? Like you've burned a few resources off stage like that, but he played it so well.
Keeping it chill pretty even on these mid percents now.
Yeah.
Threatening a KO off the side, but can't find anything exactly. Ooh, that up tilt.
Yeah, up tilt, man.
Straight left into the blast zone. And I mean, we've seen this situation 5 or 6 times already, though, where Human Line has what we would consider like a sizable lead.
It's just not big enough here.
Always there.
Ooh, here we go.
Falls out of the F tilt though. To cut that combo short.
This is looking so dominant from Human Lime, though. Already 88% gathered.
Yeah.
Slipstream online. Could
This is
try and finish things with a more neutral win. But
This
I don't let that happen.
Human Line go back to the same stage that they just lost on and completely turn the game around. Their adaptations are so clean.
It does look dominant. I'll give you that.
No
But
connection.
I'm not sure this
forward
is
air.
done just yet.
No, definitely not. I feel like if Zetter can pick up this kill here, and then get like 1 or 2.
I haven't seen a clean opening yet from Wood, though. That
Right,
it
it's
seems
been
like
so
all
long.
Human Line.
Yeah.
This last stock.
Time's in such control. Even the
get him
tech
attack
chase,
now.
get up attack,
Yeah.
stuffs it out.
There's the shield grab.
Okay, slipstream doesn't go for the grab though. Off the slipstream, and that forward air will take it off the left side. 144%, a mountain to climb on this last stock, Game 5 of Losers Finals, and there it is. The
Yeah.
Falcon kick into upclap. Human Lime carves his name from Losers Round 1 into Losers Side Grand Finals.
Yeah.
Awaiting Maya.
Yeah.
Oh man, we've got a set on our hands.
This would be a super interesting matchup with potentially a Zetterburn or a Raster versus Orc.
Yeah. I have to imagine it's the Zetterburn. Maybe Olympia? I don't know if
Right?
at this point.
Just because
they
he went
wanna
Zetter
pull it
against
out.
Akali, right? So
Yeah. I would imagine that it is the Zetterburn. I know that since Raster does like to jump a lot, that means he can't parry your CC bubbles. So that can definitely be a problem for him.
no, yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, Maya's also already proved to be very strong against Zetterburn.
Yeah.
So they lead Human Lime to doubt things a little bit. We'll have to wait and see what the pick is going into Grand Finals.
For sure. I do feel like both of these players like definitely could take it, you know? Like there's not a player that in my head between Maya and Human Lime has like a big advantage. So it'll be very exciting.
Sure.
to watch.
It's the 1 and 2 seed, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
believe so.
So
Yeah.
This bracket went
looks like
exactly as expected.
I will
Truly.
say, the Wi-Fi brackets are kind of tricky to seed, because obviously
For
they'll
sure,
counter all the
yeah.
entrants. But this one, not too crazy, thankfully.
Oh yeah, makes a lot of sense. I'd say you've done a pretty good job as our expected Grand Finals takes the stage. Although, actually, on opposing sides, Maya from the winners, Human Lime from losers. So there's something to note here that Human Lime's gonna have to take 2 sets.
Yeah, so we could definitely see a big reset here. Let's see. Let me get the lobby codes of them, and then we'll be on our way.
Wonderful.
Say
That last set was such a banger. That was so good.
congrats on making it to Grands. Sweet. Yeah, super excited to see what these players have to offer.
100%. This is gonna be nice.
While we're waiting, I know that we do have some newer viewers in the chat. Do y'all want to go ahead and like plug yourselves again? Let everyone know where they can find you guys.
My name is Menderbug. I'm joined here with Gary and Theory. We run Wrong Tree Esports. I believe there's a link further up in the chat that I can like copy and paste real quick.
It's the pin.
Yeah, we do.
So
Yeah, we do videos, a lot of breakdowns of the top level rivals, things that we find cool from different players. We do a show at the Thursday after every patch called the Dashback, where we talk about some cool events, some up and coming players you might not have your eyes on. Also breaking down the patch, that sort of stuff.
We are knowers. Let it be known.
You're knowers.
We're
This is
known
true.
to make meta calls months in advance.
Yep, Venderbug
Before the
predicting the
patches even
Zetter meta. Also, we gassed up Sophilo just before she got second in the Evo qualifier. So maybe it's just Zetter. Maybe we're just like good at we're just knowers about Zetterburn. Maybe that's our strength.
And can we say that we have plans to maybe back and sponsor?
Oh,
We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that.
We'll wait on the announcement. But we're heading off here into grand finals of the Last Talk 120. Our first and second seed, although from opposing sides, Maya in winners, Human in losers.
we're seeing both players.
Starting on the raster
Yeah,
straight away is interesting.
I'm curious if they stay raster if the set or if this game doesn't go in their favor.
Yeah.
Right.
I think this might be sort of testing the waters.
Yeah,
In general, I think this matchup pretty Arcane favored.
I
We'll have to see.
Raster definitely has the tools to make it work like that.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Also,
definitely
yeah, the raster.
favorite matchup.
The roster was very warm coming off that last set, even though the Zetterburn was played against Akali just a few sets prior.
Yeah.
I think the roster is looking really nice at the moment, and must be taken into account. I'm discussing the counter picks.
Oh, doesn't
missing
reverse
the
that. I'm not gonna be able to
Scrado.
drift back. That is going to be a potentially very costly mistake. Seeing if
Does that
Maya
count?
can
That's
run it
like
up
a
here.
commentator curse? Does that count?
It's close.
We're counting that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
You cursed it.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, charge on the forward clap.
That was an excellent recovery from Maya to get back. Line tried to extend things, then just got the air dodge. Things were good. Now, wow, 3 up airs. Not usually something you see. Raster a little harder to combo vertically, but not, I guess, at that low of a percent.
I will say, and as we've seen here, the Raster's definitely like a solid pick here from Human Line. Not working too bad so far. Oh man, going for that snipe. We haven't seen a lot of
Yeah,
Maya's
bracket.
definitely not. But it gets you out there in a position to go for a potential edge guard.
Yeah,
Oh,
forcing you
Human
to
Line
up
will get there.
I will say that up tilt that we saw not connect in technique combos there. It does have a 0.85 multiplier on its hit stun. So Raster can act out of that a little bit earlier, which is what lets him jump away.
You don't see that come to play a lot of times, but I think against the floaties, where you can't just immediately chain it into another up air, it can be a little less potent of a move.
It's not the worst thing ever
Like
against like
Zetterburn.
Zetterburn, right? Or like Rana, right? Because it's like, they're just gonna fall into another hit. But against Raster, it's like, you can kind of float out.
Yeah.
Living. A little bit of weight.
Oh
on
man,
this
not
crispy.
swinging for that F strong there. Good choice.
Okay. Going back, that will be the stock. Little up tilt, up air found, but still a mountain to climb. 116%.
I think it's pretty doable for Arcane as long as you don't get hit by that Scraw. I think compared to Zetter has more options when it comes to recovery against Raster specifically.
Yes,
They both have
slowly but
extremely
surely,
good recoveries, but
This percent is racking up. Already looking at 74%. Just seemed to
Oh,
nickel and
wow.
dime all of that percent all the way back. And Maya going to
Oh,
die off the
really?
corner from that F clap.
Yeah, super unfortunate.
All right. She does have a set to work with, though.
For sure. Yeah, it's
Just-
definitely not over.
Throwing it out there. The pressure's not that tight just yet.
No, not yet.
And I think Jules Vale, very good raster stage. So now with counter pick advantage, yeah, we go to Merchant Port. I think something where Arcane can do potentially a little bit better, a larger stage, be able to stay grounded for longer. Accidentally dashes back into that down B. Human Line really likes that comboing the down B to the down air. It didn't result in too much at this early percent though, luckily for Maya.
I
And
like
they're relatively even.
those
Knockdown.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like, sometimes you'll get like a huge confirm, and sometimes like you just get 2 or 3 hits. I just kind of
Yep.
hold that, you know. Oh
For
man,
sure. Misses the scroll once
Oh,
again.
if that ledge hog happened again, that could have been tragic.
we've seen Human Line going for that up B a lot though. So I wonder if one
Yeah.
sit up and just hold the F strong there.
Right.
I wouldn't mind if they hit an up B. That'd make a great clip.
Yeah.
Back to stage now. Still very even percent ranges. Gonna force the get up, the roll to the right. We are looking. Oh, good. A strange edge cancel.
Yeah.
Actually doesn't work out for Maya. I don't think she was expecting it. Misinputted the air dodge and just got killed off of that.
I feel like that's like a really common panic response, you know?
Yeah.
Super strong options here from Raster.
Yeah. A lot of. I will say, I think Human Lime is making really good use of the down special on the ground. I find them connecting more often than not. And paired with these two diabolical platforms in the center, it's just something that I'm a little nervous about.
Oh, definitely.
In this game,
He's
number
gonna
2.
connect a
Oh,
lot. Too floaty for the down air. Down strong, does connect with that up air. 70% taken, not terrible, but definitely not what you were looking for when you had Raster at 100% when you lost your stock.
can't find the kill there. It makes it all the way back to stage. Lives to see another day.
Wow,
Parry
what
on
a
that.
parry.
That means an opening. And okay, that's the jumps back on that top platform.
That's that
Put
where
it
Raster
in.
really excels in disadvantage. He has all those jumps to spend, you know?
Yeah.
I
Yup.
can say like,
Get up.
you catch it, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Really
Wow.
nice call out there.
Very nice things now in Human Lime's favor.
Oh, nice dare to drag Human Lime all the way down to the ground level and able to combo, but it didn't result in an edge guard, unfortunately.
Yeah. Damn. We see that the up tilt.
Oh, not gonna kill? Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Blown up by the hydrogen bomb.
That back air is so strong.
So strong.
I feel like the next Arcane patch, because they haven't touched him a little bit, they'll be like, we made bubbles worse and we made the back air better, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like they don't
Why
really
not?
too much of that character sometimes.
Yep.
The back air kills at 30 now, but bubbles don't do any damage or hit stun.
The bubble is now the only move that just gets auto floor hugged.
Yeah.
Like you don't even.
It wasn't
have
now
to hold
edible,
down.
and your opponent can heal with them. It's coming in the next patch. We got the inside sauce as we are getting the end of this game too. Both players pretty even in percent.
Yeah, I think Maya's really worked this game back.
I will say, this is especially scary for like Raster, because like one up air, one down strong, you know, just kills Raster here. He has to work a little bit more.
Oh,
No tag.
expecting a
No
tech
need for
chase
a
situation,
That'll
but
do
yeah,
it,
no
yeah.
need.
Just kidding.
No, right in the corner. The perfect DI from
Living
Human
and
Lime.
oh no, it's gonna get grabbed off of that puddle.
Oh!
But the tech, we can live from this distance. We are playing Raster, but it's gonna.
It's
Oh, it's gonna come down to the neutral B, but it's not.
Wow.
Tower
like
up
it.
top will take it.
This is crazy.
Third time's the charm, though. Third time's the charm.
Oh
The
my
next
God,
one. This is it.
turns
Next
it
one's
around,
it.
and there
we go. A tight game too, but again, going in Human Lime's favor.
Yeah.
In this first set of grands, 2-0 now.
One more game to reset the bracket.
I think
Send us
Maya
down.
was definitely
Set
finding her
two.
footing a little bit more in the
Oh, yeah,
advantage
for sure.
state in that last game, but it still feels like she's not able to find the kills early enough to really make things competitive compared to Human Lime, who's kind of been excelling at that. We're going to Aramata, nice long stage, plenty of ground to work with. See how this
Indeed.
pans out.
This is quite the stage. I think in this matchup, I want to say neither of these characters really utilize the wall for recovery as much as the rest of the cast, you know? So it's really just like this big wide open stage for both these players. Yeah, to get that ooh, scrawl off the side.
Super strong move.
Missing it, hitting pretty consistently on like the tech chase scraws.
Yeah.
Being able to get a lot of early stocks with that one.
Oh,
Like I
but that's
said-
sweet spot. Human Lime was not ready. Gets hit by that hydrogen bomb of a sweet spot.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
Now we're
strong.
very even.
There's a stage that I like to pick a lot is Arcane. I don't know if I pick it a lot into Raster. I feel like there's a pretty risky pick here.
Yeah.
Not the worst pick, but
I think part of it could just be Maya wants to be able to avoid the onslaught of pressure that Human Lime has been putting on every opponent they've played in this bracket.
Right.
for sure.
And I mean, like I said about Fire Capital, more space gives you more opportunity to get that slippery, tricky, diabolical, fishy movement going.
Yeah.
And varies up the approach in like, yeah, just running in with these raw back airs so quick.
You can also control the up B positioning a little bit better, where it's like if you have Puddle across the stage, right? There's no way that Human Line across the stage in time to get the punish. Whereas on a stage like Forest, right, it's like Human Line will always get that punish.
Right. You're always getting punished for that.
Oh, man.
Ooh, it's finally a special pummel for the. I think the first time we actually see him go for it.
Human Lime, a special pummel?
Yeah, right?
No, he's hit 2. He's hit 2 or 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jab F tilt evening up this game. Super close again.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the scroll will hit
That's
this
so
time.
clean.
3 Hove bracket reset.
Evened up the game and just kidding.
Yeah, that is.
Even Slime favor.
That was a very clean. It feels like again, Orcane at those mid percents is just so comboable, and especially when you have that slipstream online, the TI mixed up with down air. It's just not a ton you can do if you're Maya. But you got a whole another bracket to play with, or a whole another reset to play with, rather.
For sure.
Taking no time getting right back into it. I say that, but 2 ties in a row. Finally, Human Line winning out the RPS.
And yeah, so we're heading to game number 1 of the reset. Both players now in losers. Human Lime has won the last 3 games, so
We're going to Dojo. I think I like it more than Jules Vale, but the close blast zones are very, very scary against Raster.
Yeah, it's definitely a stage where it's kind of feast or famine, you know? It could be really good, like you could get a really early back air here as Orcane. Not quite. Or Raster might kind of explode you. There's the back air.
I love that punish.
still back air.
Up till and then
that's a great
somehow managing to find that sweet spot back air
Yeah.
is really nice.
Might be
Only
hard. You might be
39%.
expecting a second up tilt there.
Yeah.
After that punish, so can't get the DI.
But
The straw.
answering right
Right
back.
back. These are some this whole top 4. These kills have just been explosive.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Back air forcing knockdown. A little tricky.
Wow, the
slippery
bubble
movement
connects there. Just like one.
So much value off the up tilts, I think, for Maya. Ooh,
And that's
wow,
again, the Human Line
another
not
early stock.
TIing. And that's so punishing
hot.
when you have those light bones of Raster.
Indeed, the hollow bones of Raster.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, neutral pommel here. Go conversion here. This is the opportunity to even it back up. In a
It was
blink.
too low,
Maya makes
and
it
then
back.
Maya's just able to fare back to stage. Don't need any mix-ups, no orca hops necessary. He feels pretty in control of this game so far, in spite of Human Lime's best efforts.
Right. It's like we were warming up the whole first set, I guess.
I suppose.
This is just it's crazy.
Wow.
Wait, Nair. Couple hits here, going all the way out for the edge guard.
Oh,
There we
Nice
go,
down
the
air
down
into
down
down
air
strong.
into down
A
tilt.
2-stock answering right back after the 3-0
Hey.
first set of grands. Maya now up 1-0 on the reset.
It's gonna completely put a stop to all the momentum Human Lime had. A game like that. And man, that stage is working out really well for her as well. So let's see where Human Lime wants to take it to Jules Vale.
Where he won the first game
First
of
the last set, yeah.
Yeah. Maya, maybe some confidence coming back. Already starting off pretty nicely, but like you're saying, the up tilts are a bit more escapable for Raster than some of the heavier characters in the game.
Right. And I think regardless of that, she's making great use of it. Okay, that's what is that, 6? 6?
Something like that.
Something like that. On shield, Falcon kick, barraging forward. Okay, what can we? Okay, that's
Ooh.
fraud. That was a little ambiguous whether it would have worked out or not.
Mm.
Dash attack and tech chase all the way across the stage with the slipstream and the
Nice
X clap. The DI
extension.
just isn't there.
That was a beautiful extension with this slipstream and then going into the F flap. It's the tech though, and that gives Maya opportunity to gain a lot of percent, get a lot of stage control. If that sweet spot hits, that is perhaps a dead bird.
Yeah.
We're keeping things close here. Human Lime not giving up this first stock just yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Really good placement.
Nice call out. Taking it right back. Even things going on here. Throw up airs off the side, but the forward air sends back onto the stage. Now it's Maya's turn. With the opening.
Only
keeping
briefly,
pressure
though.
Going.
Puddle placement was very nice to get that sort of a reversal. As we see now, Maya taking control of the stage here. But immediately just on the back foot again.
Right.
Yo.
Oh, forward clap misses out. Oh, the back air also whiffs the sweet spot. Okay, the side B. Next puts things into a precarious situation. Nair, 1, 2, and the clap to finish it off.
A little too scared to DI out on the Nair, and then just gets hit by the clap right in the blast zone. Speaking of, Human Lime sent very far off stage. The fair to put on some more pressure, but the Nair hits the reverse hit, sends it all the way back. Not quite what Maya was looking for. Still in control of things, and the up air is gonna finish it off. 14% only on this stock.
Okay. Once again, things are even in the last stock here.
Wow.
Maya's looking to go up 2-0 on this one.
Oh yeah, but we might see some big out of Human Lime. Their corner pressure has been crazy this bracket.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Anytime Maya's in the corner, it's scary.
Jab 1, 2, 3, keeping it going forward air.
Sends her off stage, but grabs ledge and misses the ledge from Human Lime. Maya not with a massive punish off it, but able to keep things close. Human Lime though, just going back and forth across the stage, ping-ponging Maya.
Oh, cheeky up tilt, tries to get it, pivot grab all the way around Hedgehog, but the bubbles
Nice drop,
will
and I can hit
keep
by the
Maya
bubbles.
safe.
Oh man, not gonna find the side B.
Right. Oh my god. And that forward air is such a good option to
Oh.
reclaim center. Bubbles make it really hard to
Oh,
punish.
so this is gonna be
I
another
don't
back
think there's a
air.
jump yet. Okay. Finds his way back to the ground.
Oh man, that's
Oh,
good.
that
Yeah.
will do it off the
A
top.
little greedy from Maya. Maybe that works a few games back in the bracket, but not against Human Lime. Gets caught out for that forward air, and we're 1-1 on the reset of Grand Finals.
Super close stock. I do have to reset my mic here, so I'm gonna try to
Okay.
make the chills commentary go smoothly. So chat, if you'll hear comms like cut out for like 2 seconds.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, bro, it's not a big deal.
We're back up, Juice Fail.
Yours,
Not a big deal. We're back in Kingsville.
yours spawn right now, by the way, but it definitely does
Yeah.
a very like strange stage pick. 'Cause I feel like this, since we've already seen it, you know,
Yeah.
it might be a little
Yeah.
eerie.
Right. Like this is just the stage that.
Oh, wow. That's
Early
crazy.
down tilt punish. Ooh, the sour spot on the down tilt though. So down tilt Scraw is going to
Wow.
take the kill.
Maya seems to be getting caught up, but there's obviously a very powerful kill move.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick. The rest equivalent in this game, but Maya's still just like not prepared for it. It's gotten hit by it multiple times with less than stellar DI. The early
Arcane's
start
up
from New
tilt.
Line.
Arcane's up tilt underneath the Julesville platform is like
That's
really
scary.
good. It's like really good.
It's gonna just kill.
Another
A lot of
early
times
kill
just
off the
on the up tilt up air. Really good at finding that sweet spot. A move that I think, relative to a lot of other moves that kill off the top, is pretty small, all things considered.
For sure. Just gonna make it happen. Caught out in the bubbles. Ooh.
Nice job.
Perfect shield bow.
The shield pressure up.
Man.
Things are now back to even. Maya has been in no slouch, despite losing the first set 3-0. Again, going for the side B. I just love the attempt, if anything.
Yeah. I don't think any of them hit yet. Oh. Those scraws have been ringing all set. Gives Human Lime a little bit of an advantage here. Okay. Let's see what we can make
Yeah, when rest is that
happen.
high, there's not a lot you can do as Arcane. You can maybe look for another up air, but it's not gonna. It's by no means gonna be true. When the character as light as Raster.
Of course,
Good floor hugging.
It
Finally
happens.
gets the down tilt open. Oh, not gonna do
That'll
enough
do it.
strong, but the
Okay.
up tilt up air once again. Her over-reliable kill confirm. Gonna seal this up. Put things at one stock apiece.
Ooh. Okay. We're gonna just take a chunk out of Human Lime right now. With some of these
A
strong
wedge, if you
attacks.
will.
The Scraw will not find the sweet spot It's not that time. The bubbles, keeping things scary, keeping things
Playing
fresh.
a lot more cautiously.
Yeah,
The
they're
Human Lime,
both-
especially a lot of dash dancing, playing around the platforms, looking for his opening, and he's gonna find it. Not gonna get a kill. Up tilt not connecting, but he does get the down B and
I have
straw.
never seen a
Really
straw
nice
like that
stuff.
in my life. I've never seen something like that.
And we
Just
are
like-
now on tournament point for Human
Holy.
Lime. Looking to go back to back in these last stock games, last stock tournaments. Where does Maya go? Jules didn't work out. We're going to Merchant Port.
All right.
Human Lime won this in the previous series.
This is
We'll see.
She's got to make it
how it
happen
goes.
here.
Shield drop Nair. Let's just relieve any sort of pressure. But Human Lime is looking online so far.
Right, exactly. Looking poised to take this entire tournament from losers round 1. But the Scraw will
She
not
does
kill
live
off the
it.
side.
There we go. The
Okay.
the up air, up tilt rather though, doesn't kill either. She's managing to live these miraculously,
Yeah.
keeping on her first stock, wanting to just build up percent, maybe even
Mm.
potentially get the stock lead here. The down or the back air not quite connecting after the Nair reverse hits.
A little bit of reversal, but it's
Wow.
all right. That up strong sliding in almost takes the stock. That would be crazy if Maya managed to take this first stock. After such a deficit, coming out, trading blows on hit. That shield is looking tattered right
has
now.
to go high
Bombs
to
attacks.
avoid those down Bs.
Oh,
Here we
my
go.
goodness. Up tilt, back air.
And Maya
Will
takes
do
the first
it.
stock.
Maya takes the first stock. Okay. That is insane. Quite the call out we're looking for on that up clap. Maya not slowing down, not even
Not at
skipping a
all.
beat right now.
Her move has been so nice, and the spacing with those back airs just to keep that corner pressure up, and not enough hit stun to connect the up clap.
Oh,
Yeah.
call out.
Yeah,
Forward strong.
she loves
Now-
going for the down B back airs, and then I think Human Line was just ready for it. Not even sure if she was going to commit to the back air there, but it didn't really matter. Flip Shima online, but it's not going to matter.
Oh.
Maya keeping this pressure up.
That was
Her
crazy,
spacing on
and
these
we're
moves are
still
so
going.
good.
Going deeper and deeper yet. Human Line will eventually make it back to the
Wow,
stage.
the
Down
forehug
tilt,
down tilt.
up air. What a stock from
We
Maya.
go.
That was
She's
insane.
staying in this and putting the pressure on. Lovely
Right.
wall jump tech in the fair to get away.
This is
Bubbles flying
like
all
the
over
first
the
time
place.
she slowed down this game.
Yeah.
Kind of keeping the tempo, keeping more passive. I think once she
This
has
was
this
something
lead.
in the wood set that I thought was potentially detrimental for her, but I think she's that was just a moment. She was just catching her breath.
yeah.
She's right back to it.
Kind of taking it all in, looking to send things to a game number 5. Back air won't find the sweet spot. And they're out of shield. It's just so much percent racked
Wow,
onto Human
attack.
Lime at this point.
And the up air?
Right
Oh,
off the
but
bottom,
goes too
can't
far.
go contesting that in the up clap. Gonna bring things one stock apiece. Quite the percent lead though for Maya. 114 on the raster.
If that grab connected, she was right on the puddle. Could have just done an empowered F throw. Human Lime has been so good at these one neutral interactions, getting that touch
parry.
of death.
Oh,
Great up
parry!
attack, you were in the
scrap
corner.
misses though. Oh my goodness! Almost just took that game, took the tournament right there with that parry. But Human Lime still has more work to do. Maya can't find her bearings. The forward clap isn't going to take it. The down air to keep the edge guard going. Orca hop to the ledge. You're looking mighty fine for Maya, but that might do it.
Wow.
Of course, the down special into up clap. Human Lime from losers round 1 claws his way both with the Zetterburn and the raster through 2 sets of grand finals to win last stock 120.
Really impressive stuff. Both characters looking
Jesus.
so clean in the punishes. Insanely good stuff from Human Lime.
But I mean,
And
yeah,
great showing from
clearly-
Maya too. Looks in control for most of that last game, but just not quite at the end.
Right. Human Lime, yeah, what a comeback on that last stock as well. Clearly, I think clearly the best player in this bracket today. So of course is going to come out with the victory. What a banging top 8, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it for the last stock 120. My name is Menderbug, joined here with Gary. We run a channel called Wrong Tree Esports, where the first and third Thursday, the Thursday after every patch, we do a live show called The Dashback, where we talk about all things esports and meta related. So yeah, make sure to check us out if you like the commentary. This was so fun.
And if you ever see someone put on a tournament asking for commentators, then you'll throw in a vouch maybe.
Maybe a vouch. Maybe you see us on Twitter, you throw us a vouch. But that's gonna do it for us tonight. Wow, what a fun event. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I think we're good, right?
And then shoutouts Noid for putting these on as always.
That's gonna do it for us.